welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
Greater than X.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sean Capri. I'm glad you're here because you're listening to the most horse-powerful podcast on the internet. It's the Xbox Drive. I'm on a Skype call with my good friends Mitch Bowser and Fee. Mitch, how you doing there, buddy?
I had an amazing
Fantastic, Mitch. Fee, how are you over there, my Canadian friend? How are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing great, Sean. I'm
Amazing.
super excited.
Amazing. Bowser, how the hell are you? Good to see you.
Sleepy.
Sleepy? Oh no. Why?
No.
Wake up.
Yeah.
There's news to
Get a nap.
talk about.
Have you tried waking up?
Have you tried Warm Monster? It works well.
Dang it, I forgot to wake up.
But
I
for
knew I
real,
forgot
Mitch.
something today.
Mitch,
For
how you
what?
doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing good, buddy. I had a super slower day at work.
Oh.
An amazing afternoon. Amazing.
Okay.
Afternoon. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm feeling really good. I can still probably get angry really quickly if I need to, but right now,
If I need to. What are you, the Hulk? You got to go save the day or something?
sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Bruce
you got-
Banner
I
up
got to
in
be the
here.
one that gets angry on this show sometimes, but it's okay. Right now,
Oh.
all smiles from me.
Well, happy May to everyone. It's not going to be May. It is May. And my goodness gracious, we're going to start the show like we do each and every week with our Geek Outs. Mitch, what are you geeking out about this week, buddy?
I did something cool in OBS. You guys want to see it?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. You push a button. He disappeared.
He gone.
He's
Yay!
gone. All right. Oh, no.
Yay!
We got
Hi guys,
what-
Bobby here.
Oh no! What do we call this feed? What is that? What is that called? Like a PNG tuber? What is it?
That
What
is
is
a
it?
PNG tuber, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nailed it. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of motion, right? When I talk, the mouth opens up. When I stop talking, the mouth closes. Cool
Pretty
fun
good.
fact though. Fee asked, "What program is this?" It is literally OBS. There is a plugin you can download that all it does once it hears
Wow.
audio, it just quickly changes between the two scenes.
That's
works
pretty
really well.
amazing. I want that. I was just
Yeah.
talking to Fee. I'm like, I would like to stream. Sometimes I just want to be on camera. You know, some days my cheeks get a little too pink, then even I can't handle it, man. I don't know what's going on with this face. I'm now employed again,
You
so
have
I've
high
got
blood
I've
pressure?
got
Like,
coverage.
why is your cheeks pink all the time?
There are I don't remember what it's called. I've got a treatment lined up, and
Is
it
it
involves
hypertension?
lasers.
What's wrong?
No, it involves lasers. It's my skin. It's
Oh,
like
it's your
a
skin.
laser
Got it,
beam.
got it, got it.
It's
Okay,
my
okay.
skin. My skin is busted up, man, and I get so
I got you.
excited. Yeah.
So yeah,
that
if
cold
you ever
air
want to do
wind.
this, Sean,
Hypertension. Screw you, dude.
I don't know, bro. Like, hey, don't yell at me. You're yelling at Bobby right now. I just want to point that out. Be nice to Bobby.
That's true. I love that and I'm going to listen to
I'll
this
come back
later.
so you can yell at me. Okay, hold on.
Audio listeners, it changes nothing. It's still just Mitch talking.
Yeah, 100%.
Purely visual.
Okay. So I mentioned this to Fee. That's phase one. Okay.
Yeah.
There's so much more I can do. I
Phase
have
one. Oh, no.
That's phase one. That's Mark 1, right?
Yeah.
That's Suit Mark 1.
Yeah, we
Mark
still have to
2,
get the
I can hit a
lightsabers
button,
in there.
change up the vocals. I could do like a voice mod and change that up to whatever I want. I'll let y'all decide what you want his voice to be. But yeah, there's a lot
nice.
of things that are in the works. A lot
I
of
like
things
it,
that Pierre
man.
I'm figuring out.
It's
That's
true.
pretty dang good.
It is. It's damn true. It's damn true. It's great. Okay.
Yarden in the chat says, love your beautiful faces, but I kind of just want to see 4 Bobbies podcasting. I kind of
Yo.
like this idea, and you can take it to the next level where like we're kind of just like Ninja Turtles, and you just give us all our own color, like a
No.
headband or
Literally
something.
make each one of them distinct, right? Have a Bobby with a beard. Have a Bobby with like a hoodie and a Yankees hat on. Just make each of us as a Bobby, and we just do one episode like that.
All
I'll
right,
get it all
Fee.
set up on your OBS. Super easy.
Fee is the drawer. Grab your pencil.
Well, it looks like you're not sleeping ever, Fee.
I got my iPad right here.
There you go.
I can't wait.
No, for real.
Mitch,
though, I
that's
think
pretty
it'll be
good,
fun.
buddy. I shouldn't have started
Thank
with you. That's pretty hard. That's hard to top. That's pretty great.
No, it's not. They are going to have cooler stuff. I just did something stupid in OBS.
Well,
Yeah,
let's find out.
It's going to lead to more. Go on.
Bowser, what about you? What are you geeking out about over there? You big dork.
I'm gonna geek out about
Sorry.
whole home generators.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Hey, you know this thing like it'll kick
Oh my
on when the
God.
power goes out and just run all my crap in my house.
That is
But
good.
you know what the best part is? When you buy one, it's been almost 2 years and we haven't lost power for more than like 30 seconds at a time.
You damn right.
That is good.
That's the old Murphy's Law coming out.
Yeah. Well,
You
because
spend
I've been
this
on this
much
show
money?
and my power's gone out.
Yeah.
Don't-
Bowser's is like,
don't-
ain't nothing. God ain't stopping me from electronics. You hear me?
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. I've had my power go out when I do the show from home more than when I did it in a car like from a laptop on Skype. Because for those who don't know, we've been doing this show. What episode number is this? 385. Jesus, holy crap. Yeah, back in the olden days, it was in a car on a laptop that I had like tethered my hotspot from my cell phone. Holy crap, you guys. I only lost power once because I forgot to charge my laptop battery. We tried to.
Whoops.
Do you remember that? Does anybody here remember listening to that? Yeah, it was a long time ago. So the battery died on my laptop, ended the Skype call, ended the recording of the podcast. It was done. And there was no way to fix it. Like that was it. That was the show. And so when I got home and I powered the laptop back up, I added a car crash sound effect, and that was the end of the podcast. And we made people wait a week.
You should have added like, tune in next week to see if Sean survived the crash.
No,
Like,
that
just
was it. That
something.
was it. We got so many messages like, dude, what happened, man? So yeah, that was fun. We used to do stuff like that,
I'm not going to say I hope people weren't actually worried because there's still a process of getting the show on the internet, right? So it's not like something terrible.
Well, that's what I
happened.
thought. That's
Yeah.
what I thought. Like,
It's not like something awful happened where like it just went straight to like Spotify and stuff, right? Or whatever it was at the time.
yeah, well, it's kind of like as children, we don't realize that there's grown adults making video games. They just show up at the store. They just magically appear. So
Right,
that's
exactly.
probably how people feel about podcasts, They just
yeah,
just ends up there.
100%. Especially when we
All
do
right.
it live on the internet. We're doing it live.
Bowser, I thought you were going to tell us that when you buy one full home generator, you get the second for like 25% off or something like that. Like, who needs two of those?
No.
Back up the backup. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta have damn, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, telling me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm
I'm
wrong.
not.
You got to back up the
I
backup.
won't. Mm-hmm. Sweet. That's pretty good, Bowser. I like that.
I'm a fan.
Fee, what about you? What are you geeking out about over there?
What am I geeking out about? Other than my microphone randomly just changing its settings constantly.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I just looked up. I had it at 4. Now it's at 1. You know why? No reason. Just decided.
Windows.
Windows decided
Bill
to
Gates.
just mix it. Yes.
Thanks, Steve Ballmer.
Thank you. So I am usually, I just want to start off. Usually when it comes to large purchases or purchases over a specific threshold, I take months. But last Friday, I'm like, I want a new monitor. Because
Okay,
and then
yes,
I was
here we
just
go.
and you know what happened? I went to Costco and there was a freaking sale on a monitor, a 32-inch curved monitor.
Woo!
And that camera right there is currently on top of that monitor.
Oh, snap. That's
love
like
this
all of us are
monitor.
sitting on top of your monitor right now. We're just
That
looking
is
at
true.
you.
Exactly.
Dangling our
Hi.
feet over the edge.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
Yes, I got a Acer Nitro. What is it? XZ322Q. Why do they come up with these weird names?
That is
Come up with a better-
ridiculous.
Come up with something
Okay,
better, guys.
talk to me. Talk
Everything
to me
in
nice. Though.
electronics is dumb.
Yes.
Talk to me nice though. What are these specs? Talk to me.
Okay, so great
Talk to me
question
nice.
because like a shout out to everyone in the Discord because y'all came through when I was at Costco. I got links to this Ribo comes in with the freaking link so I could look at it while I was at Costco. I was going through the aisles on a Saturday looking at this monitor, which was a lot. It was very funny. So yes, it is a let me just bring this up here, shall
She walks
I?
past all the 97-inch TVs, like all the stupid big TVs that they have there for no reason.
Dude, I talk to my kids about those every time we go to Costco. I'm like, guys, I just joke with them, like, should we buy a TV today? And they're like, Dad, no, we already have one. I'm like, what kind of kid
That's
says
the
that?
wrong answer.
That's
What are
the
you
wrong-
doing
like,
with your
what?
children?
Who are
Teach
you?
them
I know.
right.
Look, I got to change direction here. I spend too much time podcasting. Who knows who's raising these kids?
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
You are.
He's raising children while Sean podcast. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I saw him the
I'm
last couple of months, but now I'm back to being an absent dad. So there you go. I kissed him before the show.
I
You
can't
guys are
even
so
handle
disappointed.
this.
You guys don't know what to do with me right now. or
I'm
ever.
trying to I'm appreciating this opportunity.
Fee, talk about the goddamn specs, please. Thank you.
I'm trying. It is a 1440 180 hertz monitor.
Yeah,
it is.
And yeah,
It's a weird one, yeah, but it's fine.
180.
It's good.
Wow, I never heard of that.
It's weird.
If she gets 144, though, that's what I'm saying. 1440p, 144.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 32-inch
I
curved.
yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper?
I was kind of debating it because I was going from for context, if you were interested, I was running a 23-inch monitor and then a 27-inch true color monitor because I use it for art. And then I'm like, man, 32. I don't know if I'm gonna like the size. If it's perfectly on my desk.
32 is good size.
And now my 27-inch monitor looks small, and I'm like, man, I gotta get another monitor. So,
But those true color monitors are different, though. Those true color monitors are like, here's your normal monitor, here's your price of your true colors. Those super jump up.
yeah, this true color was like ages ago, though.
Right.
I got this one back in 2016, so it was definitely a more reasonable time to say the least. So yeah, I am a huge fan of the new monitor. I was debating it because it was a larger purchase, and like I said, usually take a lot of time. But nope, I was like, it's here, it's on sale, put it in the cart, let's do this.
Nice.
And then was I slightly feeling regrets driving home? Yes. But then did I instantly open up Expedition 33 on it? Absolutely I did. And then I had no regrets.
Yeah, regrets
I love
eliminated.
how regrets super fade away so damn fast. The moment you turn on your tech, you're like, I needed this forever. I don't know why I was regretting anything. Exactly.
No, I'm like that every single time I buy something, like a larger purchase, and I'm like, oh my god, the world's ending. And then I have like a panic attack, and then I use it, and I'm like, yeah, it's great. And then Lucas is just like, I told you would really enjoy this. It was the same thing with the monitor. I'm like, I don't know, maybe we should take it back. And he's just like, we can return it if you want. And I'm like, I don't want to return it now. And he's like, yeah, I expected that much.
Yeah, you done goofed. You hooked it up. If you didn't hook it up,
It's game over from there.
If you didn't hook it up, your likelihood of returning it is significantly higher. The moment that's powered on and you see anything cool on it, you're like, no, never mind. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll eat ramen for a week. We're fine.
Oh my goodness, worth it.
I do it for a month.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at some of the other monitors though, and then I was just like, some of these go up to like $2,000 to $3,000, and I'm like, nope, I can't.
That's actually what I was thinking about. Like, I was just thinking about what an like OLED true color monitor would look.
Yeah.
Oh my god, would that be gorgeous though?
Yeah.
OLED monitors hit so different.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, I have this LG OLED right here, TV, and I forget how good this looks because I never play anything on it. But like, my daughter was sitting over here while I was streaming one day. She was playing Spider-Man, and I was like, good Lord, OLED is just so much better. I'm now curious. I'm looking up prices now.
I'm loving this. Is my favorite geek out yet. This is amazing.
Yeah. See, hers is way better than mine.
It's pretty good. I mean, all equally the same. Pretty good. You know, I think we should have a monitor check with everybody in the community. We need to get everybody in the PC gaming channel. You guys, we all need to know what monitors you're using, because you could probably just treat yourself. You could use an upgrade. Yeah. You know, look, monitors are like mattresses, Mitch. You use them every single day. You're staring at them. You know, you use your mattress every day.
Yeah.
You know, you can't cheap out on the things that you're just staring at all the time.
It's true.
I didn't cheap out. I'm not replacing any of my monitors. I'm telling you that right now. My monitor right now is these are all good. I'm not touching
I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked that your monitors are good.
Yeah.
Again. Ryan Turford in the chat. Ryan Turford, of course, from the Role Playing Game Cave podcast. He says, I've got my 19-inch monitor that I've had since 2010. Ryan Turford, I will show up at your house, and we are going to take care. We're going to throw that out. We're going to take him down.
Goodwill. Take him to Goodwill. You can get a 30-inch monitor for $20 that probably looks better.
Yeah, stop. we're gonna swap that out for you, Ryan. I know people with bigger TVs in their vehicles.
Tesla info
Tesla's got bigger cars. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nice.
Man. Yeah, that's my geek out.
32-inch monitor is pretty dang good. I like that a lot. I'm very happy for you. Okay.
I'm gonna say something real fast. In the comments of the YouTube video, for engagement, put in your monitor that you have.
Nice.
Tell us the monitor you have and tell us why you like your monitor so much, and why, if you don't like it, why you want to upgrade it. Continue.
That's right. Yeah. We'll provide you, we'll reply with a personalized recommendation for an upgrade.
100%.
Using a Carpool Gaming affiliate link to Amazon that actually doesn't exist. We don't have that, but that'd be pretty great. You know?
I'll make it. Get a business account, Sean. I'm sure it's not hard.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
There we go.
You want us to go to Extra Life? Buy a monitor. From here.
Very nice. As for me, I'm not going to geek out. I'm going to shout out today. I'm going to shout out one of the OGs, one of the real ones out there. Probably one of the inspirations for the shout outs all the way back with Bobby in the olden days. That's Rybo. Rybo in the Discord. He's active in the Discord. He's working overtime on all the things behind. He's like a roadie. You don't even know he's there, but he's doing like this incredible work. And he doesn't get enough credit. He never asked for credit. So like that makes me want to give him credit even more. But he does so much for this community. He's just one of the kindest people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting in my life. He's so smart. He's so willing to help. And he really just keeps this whole thing together. So I just want to throw my flowers out to that there Rybo. I can't even list the things, but like over the last couple of days, I'm like, man, he's helping this person out over here and he's working on this thing for this thing. It's just been, it's been incredible. So shout out to freaking Rybo out there.
Yeah.
You rule, man.
Shout out.
We love you, Rybo. And also shout out to Yarden. Not doing any technical stuff behind the scenes, but Yarden, I just love Yarden, man.
Totally different reasons we're shouting you out.
Different reasons. I mean, that'd be kind of weird if we had like two people doing all this technical stuff behind the scenes. But we got a Rybo and we got a Yarden. I want to shout out Yarden. I love his takes on social media, but especially today, he was sharing. We got added to some amazing Blue Sky list, and like I don't know, Bowser, what has been going on, but we have gained like 1,000 followers on Blue Sky basically in the last like 2 days. Woo. Which is great. And I want to shout out Yarden because this is all in, I think, relation to the acquisitions and shutdown of Giant Bomb and Polygon. And so there's a big push to, support independent games content and media and stuff like that. And Yarden was kind of like, guys, like it's time to put your money where your mouth is. Like, let's support this crew. And he shouted us out. So I just wanted to say thank you, Yarden, for that. We love having you part of this community. And I love doing shout outs too. There's lots to geek out about. But yeah, we got so many people in the community that are doing great things. So we love you all. And thank you for that. The end. Good. All right. Bowser, can I toss the housekeeping over to you, or is that lady even here? God, can you hit it again? Let me hear it again.
Clear audio, please.
Housekeeping.
Fee, like the quiver, like the I don't know what that is. That's
okay,
so
I'll give you the easier one. Hold on.
Housekeeping.
That's kind of nice. We got options.
I'll make another one. Just
Audacity. If you can do me a favor, Audacity, super high bit rate, crystal clear audio. Thank you very much. I had to pull that from a stream.
Yeah, Mitch. Mitch, you hop on a call with me. You help me with this, and we will get some recording. High quality recordings.
320 kilobit per second bit rate. Just for a one buttons right here.
Housekeeping.
Who's the dude on YouTube who makes like actual songs out of the sound of a clicking mug? Like he makes music out of Charlie Puth or something. Is that the guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want a song made out of housekeeping.
Talk to JB for that.
Hey JB, shout out. Yeah.
JB, what's up, bro? Mm-hmm. I'll get you the sound bites I got.
Nice. That'd be pretty great.
There you go.
All right. Well, we should probably take care of this then.
I hate this.
CPG Days is happening this weekend, as in tomorrow. One more sleep for some of us. Some of us maybe no more sleeps. I don't know how time zones work.
Fee's all out of
I don't
sleeps.
care if you sleep or not. Fee isn't going to sleep.
Nope.
She hasn't slept all week. We've been working her so hard. We're
going to send a drug test your way. I don't know how you're doing this.
Dang.
What,
she takes our monsters cold.
Yeah, I guess what does it matter? Yeah, do you?
She's not hurting other people. Setting records and
not your mom.
She's fine.
Yeah.
We have an entire weekend of sweet hangs to celebrate the community. All of our lovely friends here that join us all the time in Discord and in the live streams. So we want to give back to you, and you can help fuel the future of carpool gaming. So if you've ever considered supporting us on Patreon, this is a great time. We got a bunch of incentives that you can unlock with your support on Patreon. It's going to be wild. We just went over it like 2 hours ago. I can't even keep track of everything that's happening. Hello, Bobby.
Hi.
Bobby made an appearance in the
Visual only
housekeeping.
gag is something else, man.
I can't wait for CPG days. I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be so cool. You're gonna get a bunch of cool things with possibly my face on it. Can't wait.
Oh, snap. A little tease.
Wow.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Well, what have we
didn't see
teased
that.
before? We've teased. We've been on social media. We can tell people weather podcasts. I think we can talk about that. Can we say
Yeah.
that? I think it was on the
We got-
teaser. I'm like, guys, you got to keep me under control here because I'm going to blurt
No,
out something
don't say
that hasn't
anything.
been announced
Shut
yet.
up, Sean.
All right. Weather podcast is happening.
Here's
Weather
the thing.
podcast, yes.
All week I've been like creating cutesy little hint graphics which have been comparative to blueprints apparently. So here I am. So yes, we have a few shout outs. We are going to be playing some community games. That's something
Maybe
that we
some
had on
lockdown protocol.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
Exactly. All sorts of fun
Yep.
times.
So all of
Can't
your
wait.
support helps us grow, make all of our ideas possible, and helps us fund Extra Life. We
Yeah.
love to go big for Extra Life, and most of the money ends up there. That's what
100%.
we're headed towards. So we want to raise a bunch of money for the kids, so we got to get all our ducks in a row first. So we're going to be starting at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow on Twitch. So please be excited and please be there. We're not
Yeah,
going to let
both.
Sean like
Don't-
spoil anything.
Do not only be excited because then if you're not
Yes.
there, that's not good. But be there and not excited, that's not good either. So you got to do
Right.
both.
Yeah, you got to do
Please.
both.
Flip
Please
both
sign up.
switches. Yes.
Yep.
Very nice. I'm here.
So speaking of Patreon, we want to welcome in a new Patreon supporter, Jonas Young, as the exclusive tier.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. We need this is an explaining moment. This is a major deal to have Jonas Young join back in. Jonas, when he first joined the Patreon, one of our hosts had announced, "Thank you so much to Jonas Young," as in like he genuinely thought that this was a soft J for Jonas, and we all loved it so much. That has now turned all J's into soft J. That's why we have Jonathan Brown and Jon32, et cetera, et cetera. So thank you, Jonas Young. You've started something very deeply rooted here at Carpool Gaming, man. So it's great to have you back. I saw that name pop up. I'm like, oh man, that sends me back. I love it.
Let's go.
Some diving back into the CPG lore.
That's
Love
right.
it.
Yep.
As for recent Patreon content, you have Seth's episode of Pants is out right now, and my boy right above me, Sean, is up next.
Put my
He's
pants
putting
on.
the pants.
Yep.
He's came back to podcasting, and now he's got to do even more shows than normal. You'd love it.
I love it. I can't wait for
we
you
still-
to hear it. I don't know. Keep going.
Yeah, you already
Yeah.
recorded it. You already know what happens.
It's done. Too
Rest
late
of
for you
us,
guys to get
we
your
don't.
questions in. That's it.
Sorry. We have early access to the mini indie van on Patreon, so please take a listen, give Fulia some feedback, pop that 7-day free trial if you need to give it a listen. Next up, head over to carpoolgaming.com for merch. What kind of merch do we have, you say? Well, we have Bobby's Bulb Spring Collection is back for a limited time, artwork by The Locklith, and special brand spanky new merch for CPG Days 2025 by Fee. She did wonderful. Check it out on the video. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I want one of these shirts in every color.
I
It's
agree.
like,
I'm
give me
obsessed
all
with
the feels.
purple. The purple's the one I love. This is
Yeah?
that one just like the moment I saw it, I'm like, this is crisp. This is what I want. This is a very
It does
good
look really good. I actually, you know what's funny? I like the pink one as well. I actually really like the pink one too. The pink one's really nice.
Ooh.
Yep.
That
It really pops.
screams Saved by the Bell, and I'm so for it. I'm just saying.
Oh, it
that
does.
It really does. It looks so
Mhm.
good. Big fan.
Yep. And while we're live on Twitch, you can go over there and you can gift merch to the Twitch chat. You just bring up any merch item and click the button that says gift. And somebody in Twitch chat will win it. It's pretty
Yep.
cool. Remember that tomorrow and Sunday when we're live, like all day long.
you buying one right now? What are you doing?
I just wanted to see what was going to happen if I hit the button.
It's already up.
John's just clicking buttons.
Listen, I'm just glad I didn't bring up my credit card. I'm like, I know what's going on this when I hit this button. So,
Sean, you're still sharing screen. Sean, you're still sharing screen.
Yeah, that worked out.
Yeah.
That could have been worse. That could have been bad.
You're welcome. You're welcome, buddy.
Yo, speaking of deep lore, Robbie Bobby Miller popped up in the chat. One of the OGs. Robbie Bobby Miller. Holy crap. Celebrating a birthday recently. Good to see you there, RBM. Oh, love that. Nice. Look at us. Dang.
Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff going on. But if you remember one thing, remember to hang out for CPG days all weekend.
Love it. Can't wait.
One thing I want to mention on the merch side of things, recently I got an email about this. They actually had added expedited shipping to Fourth Wall. I don't know if you guys know about that. Typically it takes a week or so to get your shirt, depending on where you live. You can get it in literally 3 days now.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like I went on there and this was one. It depends on the item, but like this one says if I ordered it now, I can get it by Monday. So just put that out there. Like they have now, depending on the item, expedited shipping. As quick as like I think 2 or 3 days. So
good update.
Go get it.
Nice. I like it. Pretty soon they'll have like a person come make it for you, like a personal chef that comes to your house and makes your meals for you. They'll just like come make merch in front of your eyes. It'll be great.
The Amazon warehouse up the street does that.
Oh,
nice. They do the custom printed stuff and they can get it to you same day. It's kind of wild.
Very cool.
Yep,
technology. There you go. Carpoolgaming.com. Links are in the show notes, I think. I haven't looked at those in a little while, so I'm pretty sure they're there.
Housekeeping.
Bye.
Bye, housekeeping lady.
Bye.
Nice. That was fun. Good show, guys.
Yeah, we're done. Wrap it up. I got stuff to
Geek
do.
outs and housekeeping. What else do we do around here? Oh, that's right. We play video games. Who wants to? Does anybody want to start? You guys, this is like last thing you should really do. Hosting a podcast is kind of ask an open-ended question. I always like say somebody's name, but Mitch has got his hands up. So let me hear about that there Call of Duty this week there, Mitch.
Okay, so a couple different things. I actually didn't play much Call of Duty this weekend. I played a couple different games though. I'm gonna throw out some random games, and you're gonna be like, "What?" Okay, number one, I played Uno on my phone, and that was really fun. I just want to throw that out there. Uno on your phone is really fun.
Uno rules.
Free. Uno rules. I just want to throw that out there. Go do that. Number two, I played Blueprints.
Oh god! On stream? Did you stream this? Is there a video?
Yes, I did.
Snap! Is there really?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
yes, I did.
Hang on.
It is hard because I am stupid. Okay, now do I have
the answers?
That's true.
You didn't even have it.
I know. Do I have notes in front of me and all this thing? No. I'm just kind of waiting. But I was watching, I played it and I kind of played it blind because like it was kind of one of those moments where like everybody was done playing COD. They were just like, hey dude, I'm done. And I'm like, dude, I'm not. I still got like a couple hours I can do something for.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went and I did that. Should be the last stream from 5 days ago. That one. Today's gonna be an amazing day. That one. But yeah, it's towards the end of the stream. Oh, you have ads. Thanks for subbing. Anyways,
guy from Suits got on the ads there.
Anyways, no, Blueprints is awesome. I understand the hype because it's definitely one of those where you're like, you're gonna have to go towards the end of the stream.
I just want to be clear too, because I do subscribe to Mitch's Twitch channel. I have for many. I'm on a different tab here.
No, you're fine.
A different browser.
Actually, was it Saturday? I don't remember, dude. I'm sorry. I'm a loser. Sorry about that.
Don't you worry about it. That's fine.
But anyways, I do understand the hype. It's definitely one of those things where you just want to keep trying and keep getting further out and get into deeper rooms. I was watching somebody stream where I saw a whole lot of rooms I've never seen yet. I'm like, what's this? And where does that go? Like, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, there it is. There's your Blueprint stuff and another ad. But no, it is very fun. Very good get for Game Pass. Game Pass is on fire lately, for real. It's insane how good of games they have. Game of the Year contenders in the first 3 months is nuts. But yeah, it definitely requires a lot of thinking. Figuring out where you want to go, figuring out, I need this room to get this key to unlock this door. There's a lot to it. And I do want to continue to play it. Yes, man, by the way, the RNG where you get mad with the RNG, I understand now. I understand fully now.
You've reached a door here. I haven't played this game, so like I'm kind of
Yeah.
watching this really for the most detail right in this moment. You reach
Right.
a door, and that's when it presents you with like an RNG selection of what the next room could be.
And the worst part is you can't even back out to see what you've already had unlocked or what other options you have. It's like you got to choose right now before you do anything else.
That's why I got to write it down. That's where the notepad comes in. Is that
no?
the case?
I mean, the notepad is more or less for. I would assume they're talking about all the different puzzles that are in the game because there's a lot of different puzzles. Like you have to unlock this room to have this information to unlock this door moving forward.
Correct.
But that's the big thing that I understand. You know where they have all the stuff written down for, and the game actually tells you too. Like, hey, heads up. Probably gonna want to write some of this stuff down. But then like depending on you can see where the map is right there, but it's just like there's no way to back out. It's just like you got to choose right now what you want to do. And it sucks because sometimes I was not smart enough and I chose wrong and I go, cool, I'm ending this run now. Go on.
It's one of those things where like I saw a TikTok and I should have like written down what the person said, but it was just like the way that they explained it is just like the only like you will sound absolutely nuts trying to explain this game. You could essentially say something on the lines of like, once you get to day 99, you have to go to the golden dishwasher to open it up to get like the rainbow like unicorn. But that would make sense to people who played Blueprints. Mind you, that's not something associated with the game, but it's absolutely bonkers to explain to someone who hasn't played it.
Yeah, I suppose fell over just now.
Yeah,
it's like, what the hell did you say to me?
There's no crazy unicorns. I apologize, but it was just like it's definitely one of those games where if you haven't played it and trying to explain it, even like if you were just going full tilt with spoilers, it still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And I haven't even gotten that far to that point where like days matter like that yet, right?
Yeah.
Like I know there's been a couple things that I've seen where it's like on this day and this day you can save an item or like that type of stuff, but I haven't gotten to even as far as what she just explained. So I don't even know. I played this game for a couple hours and that was it, but it's fun, man. It's cool and I get it.
It's also really funny, Mitch. I knew that you were streaming not because of the notification, but a friend of mine messaged me, shout out Kay. She's like,
okay.
Mitch is playing Blueprints right now, and I'm waiting for him to rage out. And I'm like, that is valid.
It's like when Neo fights Morpheus and everybody comes running.
Yeah. That is a very accurate description. I didn't rage out, though. I just want to be clear.
I did really good.
I felt this is going to sound bad. I felt too stupid to rage out because it's like, I'm not just saying, I felt like I'm clearly stupid and not understanding this. So I can't get mad. Now, if I fully understood everything that was happening and some RNG BS happened, sure, I can get mad. But there's a lot of times where I'm just like,
am I getting messed with? I don't even know.
Yeah, for real. But no, it's super good. I clearly understand where people have become obsessed with it and they really want to play it. The only thing I'll say is I'm not going to say, would you say there's replay value after beating it? If you already know all the puzzles
100%.
and everything, is there
Absolutely.
still?
1000%.
Because I almost feel like once you know everything, then the next run is just going to be easier. Like just way
define
easier.
Knowing everything. Like you can roll credits very easily and know nothing.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like this is a game, like depending on how everything works out, it can be a very quick game for you, or it can be a game that you spend forever on.
Someone I know rolled credits on day 8. Like it's
speedrunners are rolling credits day 1. Like
Correct.
that's a challenge now.
And it's just like,
wow.
It doesn't like, I've had friends who like got it on day 8. I've had friends who got on like day 53. It's just like, it's also one of those things, like the moment that someone finishes, I get messages and they're just like, oh, I got credits. And I'm like, welcome to the beginning of the game. Because there is so much after, even if you did collect absolutely everything, there are things that do require a multi-day kind of step-by-step process. And it's a lot because you could do like up to a specific point and then realize like, oh, I don't have any steps left, or you do something one day to be and then it affects the next day. So it's just, there's so many different things going on there. I'm still finding rooms. Like I didn't play too much this week. Not trying to cut you off in your side, Mitch, but like even during that point, I was still getting games, like specifically sections that or rooms I'd never seen before.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's absolutely bonkers. Like I had a friend, like she put on her, like, once again, shout out K, she like puts on her game while we were hanging out in Discord. I'm like, where are you? What
Right.
are you doing? And so it's just it's there's still a lot of replayability. I
That's
know
cool.
some people are like, the moment they hit credits, shout out Jan. It's just like, I hit credits, I'm done.
That would
Like,
be
yeah,
good.
it's kind of like, yeah, like I'm good. I can understand, like I said, if there's still, it'd be cool if there were so many rooms that even if you fill the whole board, you still haven't seen rooms. Like, I think that would be really, is that what it is? Like, is
Yeah,
that
Mitch,
kind of the
I
case?
literally got the I got the achievement for filling out all 46 squares, and I did
Mhm.
not have all the rooms. And I
Wow.
knew that because there were rooms that I traversed previously that were not on that board,
Right.
which it frustrated me because I was looking for things. Which, by the way, shout out to me, because I did that with Archive, which, if you know what Archive is the absolute worst room on the planet. It is terrible when you're trying to do something like that achievement wise. So
I wonder what, I don't know what room he was on when he beat it. Cause I think Buzz did say he beat it. I just don't know what room number he was on. But no, I, like I said, totally get it. This is great. It's really good.
I also found out I was very lucky with my foundation setup. For context, mine is literally when you open up the day, like for the day, it is literally the first room you can go into,
Oh.
and it's just hanging out
I
there.
I had the question of whether or not the foundation ended up the same place for everyone, or if it was randomized as well.
Honest. And you could
Interesting.
essentially say no. You could select another room and then just wait until you find a better placement. But yeah, mine's just right in, like, just literally right
Nice.
like from the front entry area, which is very, very lucky, because some people get it like way down, like in like C11, for example, which is
Mine's-
the worst placement.
Mine's pretty high up.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to the antechamber.
yeah,
That's common.
I'm very happy that I did check it out. Because like I said, again, just to be clear, yes, I play a lot of shooters. Did I play a lot of Apex as well? Yes.
Yeah.
Did I play that garbage third-person sword and grenade launcher mode just to get Apex packs to feed my gambling addiction? Yes. I hate myself for playing it, but I did it. But no, I do actually play other stuff. So like that was really cool. It was definitely different. I also do want to shout out everybody who was in the chat, making me not feel as stupid. So thank you. I mean, yeah, there was definitely people that were in there helping me. So I do want to make sure, because if I played that, let's put it this way. If I played that game and I did not have people in there giving me just little assists here and there, I probably would have gotten blood red mad and stopped playing it. So I appreciate you guys for helping me.
Well, I hopped in for a little bit. I was there a lot longer than I was talking, mostly because I felt like I just didn't want to come off as like a know-it-all, essentially, because you'd ask a question and I'm like, okay, I've given you like 5 or 6 different hints at this point. I'm not gonna continue. But it was fun to watch. I love watching people play that game and thinking like, okay, which room would I've selected if I was going through this particular section? So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely up there for me. Definitely game of the year for sure. It's a game contender, but yeah, no, I shout out to you, Mitch, for trying it. I really appreciate the fact that you took the opportunity, because it's definitely not a Mitch game. For
First person. I was just thinking that it's first person. It's
There's
cool.
first person. I mean, there's like no weapons in the game. I guess like using, yeah. No, I so far though, it was, again, I'm happy I'm playing it, because again, also too, by the way, Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Why not?
Like, it's on Game Pass. Just go try it. Like, it doesn't hurt you.
I feel attacked.
So
I haven't played it. I have Game
Time
Pass.
to play it, Sean.
I don't know. No.
I mean, I just want to let you know, if the Vegas Knights win.
Oh snap! Oh snap! We forgot to talk about that. Oh
Just
snap!
saying.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes,
Okay.
NHL update. Yeah, Bowser. I think are you winning right now? Bowser is. Should we catch people up
out.
on this, or should we just
I'm
leave
out.
it?
I'm
Oh, are you out?
out?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's Fee. Fee's playing JB right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to really recap this very quickly. The NHL playoffs are happening. It's hockey time. They're playing for the Stanley Cup. We've assigned people in the Carpool Gaming community and the hosts to the teams, and whatever team wins, that person gets to decide the game that I'm going to play and will review. So, The Edmonton Oilers defeated the LA Kings last night. They're gone. We won 4 in a row. So the Edmonton Oilers are me. So I guess if they win the Stanley Cup, I'll decide what I'm going to play in review. So that would be kind of fun. It might be a tournament bracket or a wheel kind of situation in that case. But I eliminated Garrett Bland from the role-playing game cave. He's gone. He's not going to tell me what to play. But I would love to hear what he would have chosen for me. That would have been very fun. And so I think it was last night, again, Mitch, you were up against Lachlan, and you knocked out Lachlan. It was the Golden Knights, Las Vegas Golden Knights versus the Minnesota Wild, and you're on to the next round. So it's me versus you, buddy. Let's see what's going on. I think we start next week. Oh, man, it's going to be good. And are you declaring Blueprints would be the game that people are attaching to the Las Vegas Golden Knights winning the Stanley Cup? Are you declaring that right here and now?
Yes.
Snap.
That's
Wow.
it. That's it.
There
Also,
you go.
2 things. 1, sorry, Lachlan. And 2, Sean, you're definitely going to lose, so you can play Blueprints.
Oh, man. Okay, well.
I got to be competitive even though I don't know what's happening.
I do. Well, that's just it. That's why I love it, because there's some people who are really attached to these playoffs, myself included. And there's a few of us in the Discord who are loving this. There's people who have like no idea what is happening. They're just like, tell me how it goes. But it's fun, you know? So I love that you've attached a game to this, because now people can cheer for Blueprints instead of knowing even what the Las Vegas Golden Knights are. Why does Las Vegas even have a hockey team?
Yeah,
but that's a whole other story.
Yeah, so now we know that my team is Baldur's Gate 3.
That's right.
We have
Winnipeg Jets, Baldur's Gate 3.
That's Baldur's Gate 3. We have Blueprints with Las Vegas.
Yep.
I'm liking my odds. And mind you, did I think that a desert team should win the Stanley Cup? Absolutely not. But now I do. Go
That's
for
right.
it.
Now you're shooting for them.
I also want to point out, I love how I got attached to the most universally hated team in the entire thing. Everybody's like, oh, we want them to lose. Just throw Mitch on that guy.
No,
that's fine.
The Maple Leafs are up there too. Don't worry about it. The Florida Panthers are up there too. People hate them too.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, and they play each other actually.
Okay.
So, shoot, who is it? Is Nagachaka? I think is the Toronto Maple Leafs going up against the Florida Panthers, which is Rybo, which is great. Now I'm torn by this. The Florida Panthers beat the Edmonton Oilers last year for the Stanley Cup, so there's a bit of bad blood there. And I would actually like the Oilers to play the Toronto Maple Leafs in the final, an all-Canadian final. That would be great for us up here north of the, us 51st state. We'd really enjoy that. So there. Okay, is that enough NHL talk? Is that enough? Okay. Should have like a whistle, like timeout, end of the period.
I'll put a timer in this corner. Next time you start talking about NHL, I'm just going to put a timer right there and you go.
That'd actually be really great. That would be
1
fun.
minute remaining in the period.
Yeah, we'll have a TV timeout kind of situation.
More OBS stuff to geek out about. It'll be next week.
Blueprints, huh?
Blueprints.
Sweet.
Did you play anything else, Mitch?
Besides Apex, Blueprints, and Uno on my phone, no. that would be it. That's the what a wide range of games that I played there.
Yeah.
So no, that did I play anything else? I don't think so.
Did you play COD this weekend? Probably COD.
No, because I was trying to get Apex challenges done because I have the Battle Pass to complete and I had to get the Apex packs they were giving away for free. So I don't remember playing COD. Maybe I did. I think I did, maybe. I don't know, dude. It was a week ago. What do you want me to say? It's been a crazy week, but we're going to be back playing games this weekend. Actually, that's what I'm going to be looking forward to.
It's going to be
this
fun.
Weekend of games. It's going to be super fun. Can't wait.
Can't wait. You know what else I can't wait for? I also can't wait to hear what everybody else is playing because there's going to be a lot of crossover, and I love it when this happens. A bunch of us are playing a few of the same games. I'll go eeny, miny, Fiona. What you playing? Why don't we start with the one that none of us are playing? We'll jump into some of the other games that we're... Yeah.
Guys, Infinity Nikki. See, like, specifically update 1.5 was released this week. And the reason why I paused for a specific second was everything has changed a little bit in the game, which is kind of weird. So for full context, usually when you go through an update, usually for a free play game like this one, you log in once an update happens and you go check the events. But you couldn't do that with this particular update because it takes you to a full like storyline cutscene where you have to go through different events. And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. Some crazy stuff is happening. Introducing a new character to us. And also, Bowser, this might bring you in. It is very Final Fantasy 14 right now because it is split worlds and they're all connected and it is there is like a dying planet, and it's just going nuts in this game.
I have a question.
Yeah, split planet that's connected. That's confusing.
Not at all, but is Long Momo gone?
Long Momo is gone.
All right, maybe I'll come back.
Long Momo is long gone, if you will. He is the thing of the past. But there's just so much currently going on. There's also like multiplayer now where you can interact with friends, so you can go and hang out with them. You can like go and like do fun of like different like dailies and stuff like that on this new island, which is really cool. We don't have like the actual like Infinity Nikki house, which they've been talking about, that comes this summer. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it. The problem, guys, is they've introduced dyes. Now, there's specific like clothings and outfits that you can now change the colors of, including hairstyles and all this other stuff. What am I gonna do? I can't, like, I spent so many.
What am I gonna do?
I spent a lot of time yesterday and the day before. Actually, it was just yesterday that I got to play some, and it was wild. And I looked at it and I'm like, I am overwhelmed. There's a lot of new options. I'm very excited about it. But I definitely had to close it real fast, because I'm like, if I do not close it now, nothing. I'm not going to do anything tonight except for play. What dye do I dye my character's hair and my outfit?
Sounds great.
Yeah, there's like some outfits that have like 6 different color options, like depending on the ribbons and like bows and like different like layers and all. Oh, guys, it's a character creator like dream. It's so much fun. Please go and play it, because it is just a wild time to say the least, and it's a good time to come back because you get a ton of free summons. Not sponsored. I wish.
What are summons? What is that?
So
like Final Fantasy summons?
Sean.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I should have let her just keep going.
Oh, I totally know what you mean.
Yes. There are outfits called the Miracle outfits, which have different abilities, and there's 5 stars and there's 4 stars. And instead of like other free-to-play games where you try to summon another character, usually like a 5-star character, or 4-star, or 3-star, this allows you to summon for specific pieces of outfits, and then you can build outfits to get like different abilities. You can get a new fishing outfit. You could like this one. The event is there's a walk on water ability, and then the other one, who's based on the seer, who's the new character, she floats, so you can like dance with like someone else. Thank you, Hera, for joining in. And
We have a cat. For audio listeners, we have a cat who's trying to give high fives over here. Yes, it's adorable.
She's a cutie patootie. And no, it's just so you can draw for either one or for one, or you can summon for 1 or 10. So there's a lot of things that you can do there. And because of the big event. And by the way, Bowza, if you do want to come back and play, it is 32 gigs for this latest update, so there is a lot of stuff going on. It's a big, hefty update. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm excited to, once I have free time some year, I will continue to play that game. Another game I played was Thunderfolk. Which is pretty exciting. So for context, Thunderfolk is almost like a board game / D&D type game where you play as a specific character. There are, I believe, 8 to choose from. No, there's 6 to choose from right now. If I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember all the different characters available. But what you do is, instead of joining with a controller and having multiple people have to own the game, only one person needs to own the game, and everyone connects with their cell phone. So you can actually play like in person, couch co-op, or you can, like what we did was we actually had the game streamed on Discord, and so we had friends join us through Discord. So there is a QR code that you scan, and you can join as one of the characters. You get to select one of them, you get to name them, and then it's a turn-based essentially RPG where you get to play, like I said, as one of these furry friends, and you're trying to protect this small town underneath the ground. And it is really great. I actually it just popped on the screen, and for audio listeners, the character that I usually play is a polar bear who is a tank with a huge hammer. And I like, there is a particular ability which I call spin to win, where he just spins around with a huge battle like hammer. But there is a pyromaniac salamander, there is a bird that has electric abilities, and it's a lot of fun. And you get to select different, you might get a prompt on your phone that says name the bounty that you're about to find, or name the shamans of the orc group that you're attacking. And you also get to build relationships with people that live within the town. You might have a background with them. I know for my character, who I call Borog, he has a friendship with another bear that lives in the village that you live in, and have a past backstory with them. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think it's a great kind of game. It doesn't have too much, like, it doesn't force people to have to buy another game. It's really like co-op friendly, because of course you are in a co-op. It's not versus, it's you're working as a team to like for a common goal. And it was a lot of fun. Was I constantly called Grigar because I kept on going and taking all the chests and the gold? Absolutely. You can walk over a space and get gold, and every time I'd find a way to like collect everything at once. Did it burn me once? Absolutely it did. But it's fine. My character did not die. But yeah, a lot of fun. I see Bowser in the chat put Arcanist, Bard, Berserker, Pyromancer, Ranger, and Rogue. So I play as the Berserker in my party, but we did have a Pyromancer, which is very cute. He's very cutesy. We had a Ranger and then an Arcanist. So yeah, would highly recommend it. I know we were talking about it early this week as well, but yeah, I would highly recommend it if you're looking for something that's not my goodness, Jackbox games, because a lot of Jackbox you get to join by phone. This is the alternative, where it's more story based. You get to learn about the characters. So I like it's a whole other level. And yeah, only one, like I said, only one person needs to own it. So
I don't know why, like that was it that sold it for me. Like just thinking of, you know, wanting to play with a bunch of people who don't normally maybe play the most hardcore games, but you still want to do an activity, and it's very accessible with your phones. Like that like it's obvious maybe, and maybe it's more obvious for other people. Like that just clicked for me when you said that. So
exactly.
Nice.
And you can get people who aren't like usually gamers, and it gives them small prompts. It's not like overwhelming. It's not like with D&D where you get a sheet and you have to fill it out. It is very much like, this is your character, these are their abilities. You can switch out those abilities if you want, or you could just keep the ones that you have if you want to keep those.
Oh dang, I think you just got me. Son of a gun.
Got him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm always a supportive person.
Should have been the polar bear with a hammer, but I mean this is good too.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are. I like characters that are like berserkers. I like a hammer welding like character, and it's the reason why I think I gravitate to this even more is because it's a different version of gaming. Like of course I like accessibility when it comes to games, and this is just another alternative. It's something new, and I think this is something like I hope that this interests others to make more games like this. Of course, we do kind of have like the standard like Jackbox games and other different types of like really fun like party games. But I think having something more story based like this, I think this is a really cool option. Like you get to like swipe your phone to say like where your character is moving, and yeah, it's so good. I would once again highly recommend go and check it out if you haven't already.
Reminds me of that there old Mitch. Do you remember Smart Glass? Xbox Smart Glass? Is that what you were just gonna say when you take yourself off mute there, Big?
Yes, I definitely did. Yeah, for real. Like that is such a. It sucks that Xbox had cool features that everybody slammed, and then I don't know what, 15 years later, 15 years later, they're like, oh, look at the cool stuff you can do on your phone. I'm like, you mean in Dead
we
Rising?
had it, you guys.
We had it. You mean in Dead Rising 3 when I used my phone to make a call in the game? Y'all don't remember that. I do.
I know. Even with the Switch 2, with the whole Skype looking video chat, they're
I
we
got
had that
Zelda
already.
maps. I had that in Dead Rising 3. I promise you.
We had it
15 years ago, but Microsoft sucks. I digress. Go on.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, there is the 1-2 switch. Jan, I think you might be referring to when you want to move a switch with another character, you actually hold hands and then you swap. So you if you want to move to a different hex, hexagon, you just go up to a fellow player, or alternatively you could throw enemies, which is something I particularly enjoy, or my character can throw both friends and foe.
I'll say we're gonna throw our friends, aren't we?
Oh
Throw
yeah,
them right off the map.
absolutely. But
Here we go.
We did that. I didn't throw off anyone off the map. We had a
Yes.
we had a mission.
I tried and failed.
No. It was one of those things where you have to get an ally or specifically an NPC to the finish section, or get them out of a particular predicament, and the character just kept not moving correctly, and I'm like, okay, that's it, and I go over and I threw him 2 spaces because I'm like, keep one of the characters, the pyromancer, he has an ability where he throws fire on different tiles, but he gets boosts if he walks through that fire.
Boosts.
Which is great, but at the same time, it's just like, okay, so now this NPC keeps walking in the fire, screams about it, and then doesn't go where he needs to. And I'm like, nope, we're not doing this anymore. The polar bear just throws him across a little bit.
She
and then
said,
it was
know your
fine.
place, trash, and just
I
threw
can't
him away.
play this. Dang it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I'm being influenced in real time, man. This is great.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm
me
here
too.
to influence.
Wait till Bowser talks.
I know, right? Tell me about it.
Exactly.
Wait till she says words.
Dang,
Yeah.
I did not have that on my radar at all.
But yeah.
Because I do the thing, and this is a dumb thing, and I say this very vulnerably, but I hear
Yeah.
mobile game, I'm like, I'm good. And that's a stupid thing to do. That's not the best thing to do. You might miss out on a good experience like this. So that's why when you said Jackbox, I'm like, oh yeah, I do enjoy that quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was this week I posted in the Discord. I'm just like, hey guys, guess what? If you want to play XCOM, this is the perfect time to do it, because there is a humble bundle that has all of them for $10 or $10 to $18 depending on where you are. And I was just like, guys, play this game. This is a very good opportunity, and so
we could go to Humble Bundle right now if you want. We could just peruse the site.
Just buy
we go
it
to
now.
Deku Deals. We could just
why not?
yeah.
That's a new segment where we go into Deku Deals
Here
and
we
Humble
go.
Bundle.
We're almost there, you guys.
Guys,
Other
I'm
shows
going to
do
bed.
news. We're gonna do deals. All right, we're gonna do.
That's a podcast. It's called the Cheap Ass Gamer Podcast. That is a podcast already. I'm just saying. That's all they do is they talk about deals on games.
Sean. He was doing
Okay.
it on the Nintendo Drive years ago.
Yeah,
That's right.
Oh okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
profanity.
You took it. Meh.
Man, see? All right, what is that game called again for people who are just tuning in?
What?
It is called Sunderfolk. SUNDERFOLK.
Hey, she's trying to help people get the game. I applaud you for spelling it because
I
guess what?
appreciate it.
Some people can't spell, Sean. Just because you're so highfalutin and you could spell
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
based off words and how they sound.
I don't know that I would be able to spell it, to be honest with you. So I guess that was valuable for me too.
Just shit all over her trying to spell it. She's trying to be helpful.
I'm sorry. You playing anything else there, Fiona?
Spell
No.
those games too.
I've not played. Well, I have played another game, but we're gonna.
Let's break into it. Let's do this.
we're
This
gonna
is
break
where
into
our
it? Oh,
are the
okay.
streams will
It's not
collide.
breaking into
Let's
it.
do the because I think me,
Sean?
you, and Bowser have all played this next one. Can we do this?
Yes, I have been. I've actually had a pin in this for days because
Apex.
I got really excited, and then Sean was just like, "No, wait until the podcast." Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Come on.
Holy cow, guys!
Come on.
This game.
Yeah.
I have the. Oh my god!
Yep.
The first hour of this game.
Yep.
I ugly cried.
Same. Right here
Ugly-
at this desk.
Right here.
This morning.
Exactly. I have not gotten far in this game, but the impact that this game has had already, I think about this nonstop.
Mhm.
And it is just I listened to the soundtrack on repeat.
Yep.
Which, by the way, shout out to the artist who made the music. This is his first credit. This is found on SoundCloud, and now this is his first.
That's
soundtrack.
crazy. There's so many
Mind-boggling.
talented people out there, man. That's incredible. And this is the studio's first game, is it not?
Yes.
The whole studio.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god. I need
A studio of 35 people.
Oh, yeah. More of this, please. Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
I the impact that I felt when it came to the first hour of that game,
Yep.
it was absolutely bonkers. I was just like, okay, we're going into a pre kind of like before the game, and then I was just like, how am I gonna? I got so connected to those characters that I almost forgot a specific thing was gonna happen, and the moment it did, I'm like, wait a second, there's no stopping this, and it's happening.
Just
oh,
happening.
great, just
Yep.
tears, just tears. And I'm like, okay, now I'm just messed up. I can't handle this. And the gameplay, and mind you, I have one bone to pick about this game, and we'll get into this in a second. But yes, the art, the music, the gameplay, just the characters themselves, 100%. I agree with Yarden in the chat. This is 100% gaudy material, or as we like to say, gooey material.
Gooey, a game of our year, of course.
Yeah.
Fee, before we go over to Bowser, I feel like, not to put you on the spot too much,
Sure.
but Seth had called this out recently as well, that the premise is excellent. And I'm going to call upon you to kind of like, can you tell, like, what is going on here? There's a big deal. Like, there's some dire consequences. I love the setting. I love the rules of this world, as it were. And like, that's part of the thing that has really just instantly grabbed me. But yeah, let the audience know what the hell is going on here in this Expedition 33.
Absolutely. So 77 years ago, randomly, the world exploded into different kind of islands in different areas, and every year there's a woman called the Paintress who counts down the number, and no one can live past that point. So of course, like 100-year-old people, not as regular, but now we're to the point where we're introduced to the game. It is 34, and it's on the particular day, like a celebration, and it's also considered a funeral. It's a celebration of life. It's a mass funeral. Anyone who's wearing flowers are going to die that day, and there's no way to stop it.
Yep.
And we come up, we meet specific characters. The main character, as we know right now, his name is Gustav, is friends with a girl named Sophie, who is actually a part of this mass funeral, if you will. And you get to kind of learn about the area and just Lumen and just figure out like what's going on, and the way that you kind of like ask different characters and kind of interact with them. It's not so much like getting a tutorial, it's more in the lines of you get to get stories and snippets of how they related to each other, and how Sophie was friends with like the journalist in the town, and you get to name the title of the newspaper, and then you get to see all these different characters.
Bowser's making a face like she didn't talk to everybody in the town.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Well, dang newspapers.
Yeah, so if you go around, like, you can walk around before the whole ceremony kind of takes place. You can kind of explore a little bit, and there's a lot of different characters. And I thought it was really interesting, the design of this, because there's crowds of people, and then, which, you know, indiscernible strangers that the game does a really good job of making clear you're not going to do anything with those people. And then all of a sudden, like, somebody kind of stands out. The way they're kind of positioned, they're looking at you, and you approach them, of course, you can kind of start talking to them. So yeah, one of them is like a sculptor of some sort. Another person is the journalist and those kinds of things. And it's such quick world building and storytelling and character building. Like, I haven't seen it done quite that quickly and quite that impactful. It's not like this is like based off of some sort of content we've seen before. It's not adapted from a book or from a TV show or something like that, although it feels like it is. And that's always the thing that gets me. It's what got me with Mass Effect and with Dragon Age and with Xenoblade, like all these worlds, when it feels like there's rules that exist and you're just sort of like dropped into it at a point. Like, I felt like I had been with Sophie and Gustav. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm also playing 50-50%. Like, you can jump to English and French, but that's a whole other story with English subtitles. But I do enjoy that, get that authentic experience. I had felt like I had experienced their entire relationship. Like, they had like a will they, won't they, on again, off again kind of thing. They had broken up, and now here they are at the end for one of them. And it's like you feel the regret and like everything that they've brought up until that point. And I don't want to spoil. Like, it's such an impactful moment, but I'm here for it, man. Like, they go off on, hopefully are going to fight some sort of big bad to change the world, change the rules of this world, and that's kind of like where your gameplay comes in. But it's a gorgeous game. I started the day with it, which maybe wasn't the best way to start my Friday, just because it's so heavy and it's so heart-wrenching. But it's beautifully made from what I can tell right now. And this is my mainline game. I'm so glad that last week when I was on the show, I talked about how I rolled credits on Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I needed a palate cleanser. And we'll get to that later. Bowser gave me a perfect palate cleanser that I've been playing for the last week. Finished that game, and now here we are with, just one of the most, I don't know if it's overstating at all, just one of the most beautiful games, one of the most original, and it looks like it's made from a team that, like, gives a damn, and they want us to feel and think something and introduce really good, I would say really good turn-based gameplay, Bowser, which usually is not you. I'm kind of surprised you're playing this.
Yeah, it's the story and the look and feel of the game that
Yep.
drew me in, and Game Pass, so it didn't cost me anything to try
Game
it,
Pass.
right? So
Yep.
The combat has QTEs
Yep.
all over the place. Some of that is really hard to nail.
hard.
I'm playing on like story mode and still missing parries. What is going on here? Am I playing Elden Ring here?
Dang.
But man, when you nail it and you counter after a parry and just knock the socks off of your enemy, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
Man, that was something I did struggle with, is the parry and the dodge. I don't know if it's just my timing. It's just every time I
interesting.
click on it,
I can't get the
just-
attack. The attack I miss every single time. I can't get the perfect timing on the attack,
Oh.
but I can dodge, but I can't get the attack.
Attack
so.
window seems so big to me.
Oh, snap. I'll reset. I'll go to sleep tonight and I'll start again tomorrow.
Yep,
I'll turn
so you'll be
myself off
fine
and turn
tomorrow.
myself on again.
Yep.
I mean, I'm
That didn't
jealous.
sound
I wish
quite
I was
right.
better at dodging.
Have you tried turning yourself off and on again?
No,
What?
no,
What?
no.
I turned into an audience member and I full stopped eating my popcorn, just going, what?
Yeah, sometimes it just happens, you know?
No,
Nope.
I wish I was better at dodging. But yeah, I'm really excited to like play more of it. Of course. Yeah,
when have we ever been so excited to be sad before? I can't wait for this
Yeah,
game to
I
break
love it.
me.
Oh
you
my
know?
goodness.
I guess we're
Yeah.
hopeful that we will like make a difference in the world on our
Yeah.
Expedition 33.
Oh, man.
Maybe
Yon
we'll
32
fix
in the chat
everything.
says, is it better to play in French? I'm not quite sure. And it might just be my, like, so where this comes from is I like to play a lot of, like, JRPGs with Japanese voiceover and subtitles. Like Tales of Arise, I played like that, and a few others. And I really do enjoy that. I'm not sure. It feels like when I do that, it seems like the performance is maxed out. You know, it's just over the top Japanese kind of voiceover. I'm not sure it's like really coming through in the authenticity. I don't know if it adds to the authenticity listening to it in French, but we'll see. We'll see if I continue. The English voiceover is excellent. You know, and I had just done this with Assassin's Creed. I played that in Japanese, which was better. That's where that comes from.
Are the Gestrels speaking in French?
Are the who? The what?
The Gestrels. They're
What?
you probably haven't met them yet.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. If they're speaking another language, I don't know if it's like an actual
I see
language
what you're saying. I see what you're
or
saying.
if it's just like
I'm
Animal
like, I don't know,
Crossing.
Bowser. I said it to French, so it's probably French. I don't know how to answer this
Come on.
question. Got it.
I mean, like the voice actors are stacked in this game, guys.
Oh, yeah.
They have like Charlie Cox playing as Gustav, he's like Daredevil.
Oh, wow.
Literally Daredevil. They have Jennifer English, who played Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3. She's male.
Yeah.
They have Ben Starr, and a number of
Ben
other
Starr.
really
That's worth playing the game for right there.
exactly. There
Yeah.
are incredibly talented characters, like voice actors. So highly recommend it. Oh, man, I could like even just playing for such a short period of time that I did. I don't know if I've like other than maybe like Blueprints and like Cabernet, like it's difficult for me sometimes, especially with games like this, to feel motivated to continue. But with this, I'm like, I need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's like even just sometimes some games it might come off as like almost like generic, where you're like, okay, I know where this game is going. I have no bloody idea what's happening
I'm
here.
totally with you. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I want a
Yeah.
unique story. I want a unique, like, bad guy or villain or challenge or whatever we're trying to, like, overcome. And I will say, like, I don't know how far you got, Fee, but, like,
Yeah.
you sort of, like, you have a prologue and then you get into Act 1. And, like, Act 1
Yes.
kicks off and it's like, this is not going to be easy. And this is, again, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, I feel like nail it when you're going up against insurmountable odds. And that was already the case. You heard people talk about, like, these expeditions had been happening over and over, and it's basically like the end of your life. You're basically sacrificing yourself at the off chance that you might be able to make a difference for everyone else. So there's a lot of nobility and courage that kind of goes along with that. And then you get to the other side and you see some action. It's like, this is intense. Like these are forces you have no idea what you're in for.
So I made it. I like, for full context, I like, to not spoil it. I'm at a point where I'm not the only person, if that makes sense. So I'm very early on. However, the thing that sold me, and it wasn't even me playing it, it was a friend of mine, because we were in Discord, and because she watched me play it, and we both cried together while we watched that scene. But then she started playing and she surpassed me, which, by the way, thanks. But what I loved about it is, and Sean, you know me, I'm a huge lore fan, if you will. The fact that they go up and you open up this piece of paper and it's like Expedition 66. I'm like, wait, whoa. Oh
yeah. It's been going for a while.
You sold me that there is journal entries from other expeditions.
Yep.
I need all of these, all of them, all together. I need to get all the information about what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's so bewildering to me. It's just like, I don't know if there's been a game that's like impacted me so quickly than this particular game. And I'm so excited to continue playing more. And like you said, like being able to get that sort of connection and feeling like you were there the entirety of Gustav and Sophie's relationship. And then even like the small, like the like characters that you only get introduced to early on. And you're just like, man, like I know these people. I'm going with Lucian. I'm going with all these
100%.
other characters. I am down with the team. Like, let's do this, guys. And like, it's really rallying and really exciting.
Yep.
The only thing I could like probably even kind of compare it to in some sort of way, and you guys are going to call, I'm just going to accept my fate here, is Attack on Titan. It is about a group of people who have to like fight against a specific like unknown entity and like creatures, which in that case, of course, shocker, they're Titans. But it's like they have expeditions. They literally have the scouting like division. And I have like literally like one of the characters from Attack on Titan on my little keychain.
No charm. Oh, that's
Mikasa.
nice.
Yeah, but it's very reminiscent of that, where it's the expedition is going out to fight an unknown. For context, the very first episode of Attack on Titan, they had an expedition come back and like 90% of the guys were dead.
Yeah.
And it's some of the people who were coming back, they did not have all of their limbs. They were they're like full on PTSD, depression. And it's just like, because I know they mentioned that there were other people from expeditions that may or may not have come back, but they were generally the only person. So it's just like, it's very interesting to me to see like there was specialties with different expeditions as well. Like there's one expedition that was very much about rock climbing. There was another one that was specifically like tailored to like particular regions. So it's so
Yep. It instantly feels special, man. I feel like the a lot of what we're talking about is because there's not really a wasted moment. There's not a wasted syllable in the dialogue. Like it just, it gets to the point, but does enough exploring and enough description for you to get more than just like it being too on the nose. And it's almost impossible. How do you do that? Like, how do you, it doesn't go like, this is the love interest, so, care about this. But it also doesn't go on for 4 hours. It's like, I love Xenoblade, but that's kind of the counterpoint to this is you dive into a game like Xenoblade Chronicles for 6 hours and it's like, oh, these are the connections. And the game does it in the first 30 to 45 minutes. It instantly feels special. It's graphically incredible. The music is amazing. The voice acting is great. The gameplay, I think, is like, it's challenging enough, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. And apparently, according to how long to beat, this game is under 40 hours. I don't think this is a gigantic game. Yeah. So it's just, what a great hit for,
and it's reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Like, what the guys?
Yep. More of this.
AAA do better. Like,
send the message.
Spectacular game.
Love it.
I could see this being literally on like the like game of the year list. And there's, it's just it's spectacular. It is chef's kiss type of game. I'm really excited to because I'm not even just saying this, I'm finishing this game. There's no other way for me to like continue to like, I'm not gonna, because sometimes I'll say like, oh, I really want to play this game. No, I am dedicated to finish this game because it is just, I want to know what's going on. That's the
Mitch,
biggest
give that a zoom. Let's talk about what you got pulled up here. Let's give it a quick zoom. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Video viewers can see that. What are you pulling up here, buddy?
Basically, Clair Obscure, everybody was like mad that Oblivion happened and Shadow dropped, and they were like, that's ridiculous. Why would you do that when this game is coming on Game Pass? The actual studio, the publisher, straight up says that the remaster Shadow dropping actually benefited the game by drawing attention to, quote, quality RPGs that week. And essentially, the studio says they felt confident standing on their game. They felt like everything was cool. And they even put out a tweet right here that says, "Oh my God, it's like Barbenheimer," where basically it's like a combo of both games happening. And everybody's just like, I don't know which one to go with, but you just go with both. But yeah, I'm very happy that, you know what I mean? Like basically they didn't feel slighted by it. The internet was being stupid as they always are. And just basically was just like, oh, it's a big deal. No, they actually liked it. And you're right. Like this game coming out, not to mention, again, both on Game Pass. We're an Xbox podcast. Get Game Pass. But literally, the fact that they have 2 quality RPGs that are coming out like that. I'm sorry, that was very loud back there. My bad. But no, it is a big testament to them not being upset about it. They're just like, no, we're good. We can handle this. We're fine.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about anything.
I can see it. If you have that game, you're ready to release it. It's like, yeah, put it alongside almost anything.
And sometimes the people being weirdos on the internet actually draw more attention to
100%.
it, right?
Yeah.
Like how many of those articles saying, why would you do this? You know, maybe people didn't know that Expedition 33 was this RPG coming out this week that they should have their eye on.
Yeah.
And both
Now
of
they
them
know.
at $50.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's all upset about the price of games. Well, here's 2 that you shouldn't pass up if you're into RPGs.
100%.
It's
Priced
very weird that
fairly at $50.
Yeah, I find it weird that like people straight up judge so hardly a price of a game and thinking that's like, oh, you didn't charge $70 for it, it must not be that great. When literally the studio is just like, it's our first game. We want to show you guys we can do a good game. Also, they don't have to employ 1,000 people to make it.
Yeah.
They're just like, here's 35 people we have to worry about. We can price it here and still make money. And I think it's sold over 1 million copies, by the way, so far. And that's not including Game Pass. That's literally
those are games sold, right? Because I think
games sold. Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So they literally sold 1 million copies of the game on everything else besides Game Pass. And
I mean, in a situation like this, it's a passion project. It is people who are passionate and dedicated to this particular game who are, and I'm not saying that like people who are working on AAA games are not like that, but it's just the fact that they don't have that pressure of like timelines and like having like essentially higher ups that are like, we need to make money. You need to release this super fast, which is what we've seen with other like AAA games that are broken to all hell and back essentially. And then we have issues where it takes them years. This game comes out phenomenal. Day one.
It's a direct line of sight from the vision to the execution. That's really that's what a small team kind of allows you to do. There's no compromise. There's no trying to appease this or whatever, or like slam this mechanic into it. It's just, what do you want the game to be? And that, again, that I keep bringing it up, like Dragon Age is that for me. It's just like somebody had this amazing idea, or the original Baldur's Gate. I think probably the third one is there as well. You can just seem to tell when the creator, like Kojima is a great example of this. You know, when the brains behind it is directly connected to the outcome, to the actual game itself, it connects, it resonates with people. You can feel it. You can, as soon as you fire this game up, it's different. Almost like, not that the game itself is anything like BioShock, but like that's the feeling I got when I fired up BioShock originally. It's like, holy crap, I've never seen anything like this before. And it's been, this is why we play video games, this is why we play so many, is because like, you're kind of chasing that dragon. You kind of want, what is the next one going to be, where you just, makes you feel that. I love it.
Yeah.
Nice. Bowser, you got anything else on this one?
Oh, yeah. Plenty.
Okay. Plenty.
My playtime is going to be a little bit higher than everyone else's.
Okay.
Why? Because I made it about 4.5 hours in, and I restarted it.
Oh, snap. Oh, because you finally, were you saying in the Discord because you started to get it?
Like, I was finally starting to get, like, the parrying and the dodging down.
I could see it.
Fun fact, there's a jump mechanic. And the game in the tutorial tells you how to identify what attacks you need to jump, and I completely missed it.
Amazing.
I was wondering all the time why I couldn't dodge or parry certain attacks.
Hold on a second. Fee,
Yeah.
Are you saying what because you didn't know that existed, or you're surprised she didn't know it existed? I need to
No,
know
I'm
right
shocked.
now,
I
'cause
didn't know that.
You might not have got there yet.
The more you know.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
So there will
Rainbow.
be a jump, and there is an indicator of attacks that you have to jump. Just so you know, if you're like me. But sometimes I play games and I'll have like someone stream up, or I'm listening to a podcast. There's other things going on. Maybe I missed some stuff. And I got to a point, I'm like, I probably missed some things in the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just now getting down the combat. And here's another thing. I think I struggle with some RPGs and the like how many systems and different things you have to like
100%.
pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't necessarily enjoy the figure it out part of it. I want a simpler experience. So this time, like, I have guides up with good builds for each of the characters that I have in my party, and I'm just putting the points into the right attributes. And when I find the weapon they suggest to use, I do that. I unlock the skills they suggest, and you know what? Now I'm having a blast. Like, it's so much more fun to me. But like, I got to the point, I'm like, I really want to see this story through, and I really should go back and make sure I got everything.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of linear, but each area you're in, you can venture off, and there's optional boss fights, and you have to kind of search around to find some of your upgrade things. Like even like some of your Pictos, like you could just not get them. Like there was one called out in one of the builds I was looking at that I didn't have, and I should have had it. I'm like, well, I mean, I guess I could go back and tromp around that area. I'm like, well, if I'm going to do that, maybe now I should just start fresh. I really pay attention to all the cutscenes and the tutorials and learn how to jump. But now I'm almost back to where I was, and I'm having way more fun. Like I'm kicking butt in combat because I'm nailing some parries finally. Which that's, I guess, another thing. Like even as you progress through one area, they keep adding new enemy types, and their attacks are different, right? And the timing of their attacks is different. So you're constantly having to adapt to the current enemy and learn their speed to know what to do.
Yeah.
And so far, like, the combat has been building up, and like, hey, there's weak points, and when they have a shield, you should use this, and I don't know.
I love it.
I'm having way more fun now.
Nice.
I'm glad I restarted it. Like, people were telling me, oh, you could respec, or you could do this. I'm like, or I could just start over. I was like 4.5 hours in. Like, or I could just do it again.
That just goes to show how much you are loving it, though. That you're willing, you're not doing that
I'm
for any
committed
game.
to the story.
Yeah, 100%.
And I want to enjoy the whole thing. So I had to go over.
Cool.
But this game is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little secret as to how they make it so beautiful and run well. I don't know if you've noticed that, like, there's always kind of like a fog in the distance.
Oh, no, I haven't noticed that, but that 100% makes that's like Turok on Nintendo 64.
Yeah, it's like
you just don't have the draw distance out forever.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. The farther objects away are kind of blurred out. They don't have to make those super pretty. Everything up close looks amazing.
That's perfect. It really does.
But it's kind of like this, when it's like this unknown world anyways. Like, the people that are on this expedition have never been out there. They don't know what to expect. So it kind of has that feeling. Actually, one of the areas early on is meant to be like you're underwater, but you're not swimming, right? You're still just walking and running around, but you'll see like bubbles and stuff. It's really neat how they like made that world.
Yeah, great
it's
design.
Pretty cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
Just do the Keeleys right now. Do the Game of the Year awards. Like, just give it to them. You know, at least something. Some sort of production. Sorry, Fee, I cut you off though.
No. I was just gonna say, what I would love for the Claire Bears in the Discord is to start a spoiler specific conversation. I mean, use spoilers. Like, put the 2 lines on each side, and I want to know what your theories are on how the game ends. Because what is happening? Like, I have theories on what's happening, like what's going on at the end of the game, but I want to hear everyone else's theories, because like, we were theory crafting essentially when I was hanging out with my friend Kay, and we were talking about kind of bouncing back and forth ideas on what we think the ending is going to be. and we're like red string coming up with theories. And I think that was what also got me really excited, because it wasn't like, oh, we have to go beat like this particular big baddie. Of course there is that, but like,
yeah, what is it?
What is it? Is she bad? Like, who knows? Like, there's this like so much towards it, because like it could be a matter, like, that's what I loved about it, is like, what is going on? Who is the paintress?
Yep.
Why is she like, what is going on here? What happened 77 years ago where we're currently in this state? Like, there's just so much currently going on there. So I would love to hear people's theories on what the actual like what the game is, because I love the fact that it's getting us thinking and like actually like getting us excited to talk about the game and kind of like theory craft and think about like what's going on further, because I think that's really drawing me to the game. And also, not gonna lie, I started playing Oblivion. I like this because it feels like, I know it's a linear game, but it also feels open in a way. Like, I feel like I still have options. I could go branch out into like maybe a side boss, or I could decide not to. So it's kind of like making my brain think it's open world, but I know it's not. It's very much like, hey, yes, it looks open world, but you can't go past that like log. You can't go past that particular rock sledge. And I'm like, just like, I should be able to jump here, but I'm like, you know what? I actually need that. I need to have some sort of focused, kind of like set, this is where you need to go kind of path. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Well, you said almost the magic words there. I think a spoiler cast might have to happen. We might have to keep each other up to speed on like how we're progressing, because this is one of those games that I do think we need to have a book club. Like, what were the meaning of this, and like how did this turn out, so we can keep up to date with that. I want to say something controversial but brave, and Bowser, I'm going to tag you in on this, because I'm going to talk about a game that I really loved, but people slammed it because it was so short. And I have to wonder if Ninja Theory made Hellblade 2 in the style of Clair Obscur, like, because I think it would work, like, based on like my very brief kind of playing with it. Like, what if it wasn't like turn-based RPG with some of these quick time kind of elements? Like, no, you're not liking this at all? No.
Because I'm not a turn-based, like, that's my least favorite part of this game is the turn-based combat.
Yeah. Well, that people would say that about Hellblade as well. They might say that the combat is kind of
everyone's
the least
got
part.
their taste.
Yeah.
I don't think we need too many of the exact same thing, though.
Sure. That's fair. That's fair.
Would you say, Bowser, this though, like as far as turn-based combat goes, this is like where you do enjoy it and where you actually will, like, this is like acceptable as far as, even though you don't like turn-based, would you say with all the quick time events and stuff that it's like good as far as it goes for people that may not like it?
Yeah. You definitely have to be active in your participation.
Yeah, QuickTime maybe is not the right way. Like, QuickTime's kind of like what God of War used to do, kind of thing, but it is time-based, like press A at the right time, kind of. I guess that's
Didn't Paper Mario have that?
It's very Paper Mario.
Yeah, I say Paper Mario.
Yeah, this is very Paper Mario for sure. Same level of maturity as well. when my kids are done playing Paper Mario, I'm going to give them Clair Obscur.
Yes.
Yeah. Set them up for the real world and how the world is. You're right.
Just let them watch the prologue, see what happens.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I wouldn't mind. I do, like I said, obviously everything you guys are saying, it sounds like an awesome game. I'm wondering how well it looks on PC compared to my Xbox.
I played a little bit this morning on PC, and then I played lazily on my old man recliner on Xbox. Quality mode on Xbox, I feel like it's very beautiful, but it's kind of stuttery. Like, I don't recommend it. Like, performance mode looks still very, very good and very smooth. Playing on my ultra wide screen, my 32:9 aspect ratio, the game doesn't seem to know like vertically where to put the camera when you're talking to characters, because this monitor isn't as tall as like a 16:9, like a normal screen. So when I go up to talk to some characters, I'm basically talking to their chest. And so that may be, for some, I find it awkward and inappropriate, but it's kind of strange. Maybe
just
there's
stared straight at them, huh?
It's sort of like the chin, and then so that's interesting. But PC runs very well, and Xbox, I think, like you guys said, looks and runs very good. So shout out. And cross progression. So I didn't have to do anything. Like I just launched it in the Xbox app and closed it down. It saved it. I went over to my Xbox, fired it up over there, picked up right where I left off. So it's we don't highlight that nearly enough, I don't think. And I'm going to be playing more and more like that. It's crazy. Like
it's
I was
such an easy feature.
I didn't do anything. I didn't have to like upload my save. I didn't have to like connect accounts or anything. Like it just works. So shout out to that. That's pretty good.
I do want to shout out to Xbox as well. Just the period cloud saves and the way they work. I recently had to take everything from one Switch to another because I traded in one of my Switches.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, like, and then I found out also, like, if you don't pay for Nintendo Online, you don't get cloud saves. If you don't play for PlayStation Plus, you don't get cloud saves. And the way that Xbox just so easily does it, even between different ecosystems, between Xbox and PC, like, that's nuts.
Yep.
How well and easy that works.
It's pretty good. Good game. I can't wait to continue to play it. Are we good on Expedition 33? I think that's.
I don't know. We're an hour and a half into the show.
Is that enough? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let us know in the chat, guys, and in the Discord and everywhere else. I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts on this. It seems like people are really enjoying it. Fee, did you talk? You talked about all your games. Bowzo, you playing anything else over there? I think there's a game that you and I are still both playing.
Yeah.
I'm
not playing it anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I'm done with it too. But hit me up. What is it?
I got 1,000 gamer score in Crime Scene Cleaner, baby.
Let's go. Yes.
And because they're tricksy and I, tried to get through the levels and I didn't quite get 100% on them, I had to replay a bunch of them. Of course, the biggest ones. So, yeah, that's my tip if anyone's going to play. If you have any desires of going for the full 1,000 gamer score, make sure you get perfect score on each level.
Yeah, before you stop, you can choose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can save in the middle of the mission,
right?
But as soon as you end the mission, man, it's done. You can't go back to where you were at 99%. It's over.
You can do you can go back and do the mission over again, but it's just all the dead bodies are back, all the messes are there,
everything's there.
I want to give you such a huge kudos. Like this could be one of our like auditory categories at the end of the year, like best game that somebody else recommended to you or something crazy like that. Cause like, I don't know if it's going to get better than this. You took me on a ride last week. If people missed it, you should go back and listen to the podcast. Cause like it comes across like Power Wash Simulator, like, and which I've played a little bit of. And as far as I can tell, it's just, it plops you into a space and you get to wash it clean, and that's it. And for a lot of people, it doesn't seem like they need anything more than that. So for this, I thought it was going to be the same. I thought they're just going to plop you into a scenario. There's a bunch of dead bodies around, and you just go clean that up. It's way better than that. Like the skill tree for your mop and your sponges, you can get 2 sponges and you're kind of doing this wax on, wax off kind of motion. You can get multiple mop buckets and you can pour like multiple detergents into the thing. Some of them are going to take care of the stains better. You got to make sure, Mitch, I know that you're really interested in this, so I'm going to pull you in, man. You can't just use your mop everywhere. All right. You might think that you can just like spread your mop everywhere. You're going to knock over vases and you're going to break stuff. You use your sponges on carpet.
Yeah.
It's bad and he says it too. He's like, this seems like very inefficient. So you got to get down on your hands and knees and blot stuff with your scrub daddies, which actually are in the game. I mentioned that last week. It would be great if there were scrub daddies. There are scrub daddies.
There's not officially branded scrub daddies. They're not.
It just says scrub daddy. I don't know how they got away with that, but it says, or maybe it's scrubby daddy or something or scrubby dad. I don't know. It's
like one letter off to avoid a copyright strike.
Yeah. Man, I have completed this game. I have rolled credits on this.
Yeah, you did.
And the missions, like, they're not short. Like, the fact that I have beat this game is wild to me. And it scratched that perfect. It's kind of the same in the same area as Vampire Survivors is living in my lizard brain. It's kind of like just a little, that feels good for all the right and wrong reasons all at the same time. These missions take me an hour long or more.
So I will say, going back and replaying all of them, I've like completely unlocked the whole skill tree for everything.
Amazing.
So I've got maxed out sponges and mops and detergents everywhere. Like I thought once I got the pressure washer that I was going to be done with mops and sponges. No. Don't sleep on those. With the right amount of detergent, you can get a mop that you can clean once before going back to the bucket.
Mm-hmm. You do a little,
the whole game changes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Is
so
OxyClean
good.
Clean and unlockable?
I'm telling you, man, it maybe it'll be DLC. Maybe it'll be,
Maybe.
but also does OxyClean need to be attached to, you're working for a mob boss cleaning up dead bodies.
They're attached to Billy Mays, who was into some sketchy stuff as well. I'm
That's
just
true.
saying.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right.
Hi, Billy Mays here with OxyClean. He just shows up on the game. You're like, why are you here, Billy Mays?
Yeah. But there's a story.
There's a
You're
story.
just, like, trying to help your daughter's medical treatments. My goodness.
Yeah. Was he not allowed to visit her? There's like, so in between the missions,
That's a little weird. Yeah.
like in between the missions, you can go down to your dad cave, your man cave basement, load up the missions, you get an email. It's like, accept this mission. That's fine. But there's always like one or two other messages waiting for you. And there's usually one from your daughter. And one of them says, "Hey dad, I miss you. Like, I can't wait to see you." It's like, is this dad not visiting his very ill daughter in the
I
hospital?
guess
What's
not.
going
Like
on
he
here?
works as a janitor by day and cleaning up crime scenes by night. He doesn't have a lot of time.
So.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, this is it's pretty dang good. Pretty good. Yeah.
It's really good.
Game Pass.
I'm jealous.
It's a palate, like it's like maybe the most perfect palate cleanser. It's so great. Yeah. I really like it. There was one mission, I missed one piece of furniture and I didn't know it. Like I forgot about it. And I ended the mission and it gives you that 99% score because I had perfect all the way
Heartbreaking.
through and it gets me 99. Like, oh, it's the worst.
Now, say that's one downside is when you get to the later missions, it kind of like categorizes things by area.
That's
So that's
right.
a good thing, but also a bad thing. It's a
Right.
good thing that if it says, you only have 30 out of 32 furniture pieces back in place in this area, you have a smaller area to look. But when you walk out of that area into the next one, it goes away and you
Yeah.
can't see that you were missing something.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's how I missed it.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
And there's there's maybe a half dozen or so pieces of furniture. So there's always like, you walk into these places, these crime scenes basically, and there's these people who are dead. And then sometimes it's as simple as they got shot and they're on the ground. Some of these people are in some terrible situations. They're like slammed by something or they're squished or they're trapped or whatever. And yeah, I don't even want to give it away, but there's like a restaurant or a pizza parlor and there's a tanning bed incident that happens. Like it's diabolical. And so if you're kind of into that over the top violence and you pick them up and it's ragdoll physics, so that's always fun. You throw them around, they just sort of flop. One of them I think was like hanging from like a windowsill, and as soon as you kind of like touch them, they flop over and they break the
flop
table
right
down
up.
below. Oh, it didn't have to go this hard. They could have it could have been simple and dumb, but I don't know. This is about as highbrow as a crime scene cleaning simulator game as you're gonna get, and I really liked it. I'm really glad you sold me on it last week, Mitch.
Can we say this is maybe the best 4 weeks of Game Pass ever?
I mean, just listen to the show, man. We're just going
Literally
on
like
and on about
Oblivion,
these games.
Claire Obscure, Crime Scene Simulator, or whatever,
Yep.
Crime Scene Cleaner,
Blueprints.
Blueprints, South of Midnight.
Yep. Oh, right. Yes.
Like,
yeah.
if
Pretty
you
good.
pay
Year.
12, whatever it is, if you paid $20 for 1 month for 4 weeks of all that,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
jeez.
It's looking like a really good year of gaming in general.
Except for
It's only
except for
the
one game
beginning of
decided
May.
to drive out of 2025. We'll get to that later.
Maybe. Maybe it'll just be the thumbnail.
Fee, while we're waiting, while they're talking about Crime Scene Simulator, make a new thumbnail. Thank you.
Yeah. Make it about Claire Obscure, probably. We'll change the title after.
I'm sorry, please,
That's
please,
fine.
please,
Yeah,
please.
damn.
Thank you.
What is she even supposed to
Dang.
say to that live request? She's got 1,000 things to
Say
do for
no.
CBG days after this that she already signed up for. I mean, not to remind you about that. Anything else on Crime Scene Cleaner, Bowza? I've had a great time with it. People should play
I
it.
need a sequel, like immediately.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, give me some
Yeah.
DLC. Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
down for more.
Oh yeah.
I need just a break because I did not get 1,000 gamer score. I did miss a couple. I think there was 2 missions that I missed 1 or 2 things. So I would need to go back and kind of clean that up and get a perfect score on that. I just don't want to do it just yet. I've got these other games I'm kind of talking about here. But maybe there's a lull sometime else. But I've been really enjoying it. And I could go back with a fully upgraded skill tree. That could be
Yeah,
helpful.
it does go quicker.
Yep, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. You playing anything else over there, Bowza?
That's mostly it. I dabbled a little bit in Oblivion.
Okay.
I like the fact that this is an old game. So like people
Doesn't
that
feel.
knew the game
Yeah.
already have guides out telling you like, oh, go here and get your free horse and go here and get the skeleton key and like, hey, do this and do that. I'm like, all right, I could do some of this. Like, here, go to this place and do this mission, and then you have a bed and a chest to store things.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds really helpful. Thank you.
You might need to send me some of these guides. I always want to find those 5 things you need to know to play such and such a game. Like, I don't necessarily want like step by step, but I like, get me settled in. Give me some of those tips I don't have to learn on my own. That would be good. Yeah. I'm probably putting that on the back burner, at least for a little while, because last week I told you guys that I would be playing Oblivion. I did not play Oblivion. Last week I told you I would probably be playing Doom Eternal. I didn't play Doom Eternal, and the Dark Ages is upon us, man. I also said I was going to play Adamfall. That's punted. That's down the road. I cannot get to that. I did finish Crime Scene Cleaner. That's really good. I did play a little bit of Jump King, and I'll talk to you guys about that maybe another week, because that's a ridiculous old game. That's a whole other story. But I am 3 or 4 chapters into South of Midnight. And my goodness, you guys, it's one of those, I hit chapter 3. And for those who played it, the sort of like point in the story, you get to like a tree and it tells the story of like these 2 brothers, and one of them is sort of trapped inside, and you end up climbing this tree. And it's a, pretty basic set of parkour, kind of jumping around, kind of Uncharted type of climbing, like nothing really all that crazy, but the storytelling that happens through that, and even the storytelling of you climbing up this tree and the song that hits. I don't know about you guys, there are points in games where I kind of just like decide this is amazing. Like this game could almost do like anything from here. This chapter this moment was so memorable to me, and I don't know exactly why. It might just be in my feels lately, but climbing this tree, this song, the story behind it, like the magic that's there, I'm falling in love with these characters. Bowser's nodding her head, so I'll sort of like throw it to you, but this is when it really clicked for me, that I start to understand why a lot of people are saying this game was special.
Yes. Like, I knew I wanted to play this game, like the main story, the overarching story. I knew I was interested in, right? I didn't realize how interesting these so-called side stories were. Like
100%.
The characters you're talking about in that story, they're not really tied to the main character. Mm-hmm. This is just a thing you go through to unlock something else, right? You got to get through this part. It's like, wow, like I care about these people now.
100%.
I never even met them.
Yep.
And I care about them.
Yeah, and the first maybe hour and a half or so in the game, I'm thinking it's not doing really anything all that special in terms of how it controls, or it is gorgeous. Like that's the one. Like there's a series of games here I'm talking about. I'm thinking, I feel like we finally hit next gen.
Yeah, we finally got there.
Like, goodness gracious, it's a lot of the games at the beginning of this Series X generation. A lot of people would argue that could be on Xbox One or whatever.
Yep. It
Not
was
anymore.
on Xbox One.
Well, I know, but you guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, kind of put this against whatever, one of the better looking games from last generation. I think it really stands above. And I also love that we can have these games too that isn't a gigantic open world. I don't want that every single time. I have my Assassin's Creed for that. And then I can play this where it's a little bit more linear, not quite like side scrolling front to back, but I'm really liking it. And I kind of discovered a little bit of what's going on here that is going to have me caring beyond the somewhat rudimentary controls and that kind of thing. So yeah, shout out to South of Midnight, man.
I think the big thing is like combat wise, it doesn't do anything special. Traversal, it doesn't do anything special. It's just the combo of all of it together that's really good. And the music is actually the music hitting on those beats are so good.
Written songs with lyrics about the characters you're interacting with. Yeah. Just phenomenal music.
Yeah, so I think Expedition 33 is probably going to be what I main, and then I'll go back and clean up South of Midnight is the plan.
Is Doom next week or 2 weeks later?
It's like 10 days. I think it's the 14th, I want to say. 15th, 17th.
Okay.
20th. 31st.
So it'll be the best 6 weeks of Game Pass ever. Got it. Okay.
So we have 13 days until Doom as of recording here on May 2nd. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool story.
And then Switch is right after that. I know it's an Xbox podcast, but Switch launches on June 5th, and Summer Game Fest. We're going to be talking a whole lot about Summer Game Fest pretty soon. Like, buckle up, buckaroo. Hey, Bowser.
That's all right. All I need for Switch is Mario Kart.
That's all we need. Exactly.
That's all most of us will be playing right away.
Yeah, because you got to wait another month for Donkey Kong. So
It's fine. We got lots to play.
For
Got
sure.
it.
I agree.
Okay. I'm going to put the timestamp in here. An
Yeah.
hour and 43. Do we have other things that we cover? We'll put the ad
All right.
here. This is the dumbest place. I can't put the ad here. I'll put it somewhere else.
yeah, put it wherever you want.
Yeah.
Put it
all
wherever
right.
you want. It's your show.
Yeah, we'll see. It's probably
All
behind
right.
by now.
We're starting something new in the Discord. We got to talk about this. It's the beginning of the month. All of our
Oh, yeah.
Xbox quests for Microsoft Rewards points have reset. At the end of the month, I want everyone to share their monthly Game Pass 8-pack.
Yes.
So if you're not aware of this, if you have Game Pass, you get extra quests in the Xbox app. And one of them is to play 8 different games for the month. And it'll show you the little icons for which games you played. And I want to see everybody's, mainly because I want to see how many people we've talked into playing Solitaire as a daily game.
Mm-hmm.
So we're calling out all of us Solitaire fans right out, putting us out on Front Street. But it's fun to see like different community members and what they're playing. So I can tell you right now, my 8-pack so far for the month is Solitaire and Expedition 33.
There you go for May. Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
The one thing I was lamenting just as we were about to come onto the show is it disappears at the end of the month. Like I don't think I can go back and look at April, so we're gonna have to screenshot this stuff as we go through. Because April just ended. So for those of us who play, you just play 8 Game Pass games in a month. That's
You
it
gotta
for
play
15
like
minutes
15
or more.
minutes. Yep.
Mhm. Yep.
I convinced people to go for their 8-pack in the last day of the month. I know I had Star in Discord. I'm like, come on, you could do it. Don't leave those blank spaces.
Yeah. Look at all these
Fire
free
up some
points you can
games.
get. Mm-hmm.
You can do it PC, console, or cloud.
That's right.
Super easy to get 350 points. Oh, actually, you get 400 because you get 50 when you do your 4-pack,
Yep.
and then you get another 350 for the 8-pack.
100%. Now, Bowser, I would say I would have probably kiboshed this segment if it were just for the sake of getting the points. But here we are talking about all these great games. Like, you're going to get the points, but that's sort of like the side benefit. The main benefit is you're going to play 8 great games and probably and Solitaire. You know what? I'm not even going to throw shade at Solitaire. That game's great. Solitaire is great. Mm-hmm.
They got daily challenges in there.
They sure do. Yes. I mean, it's bloody addicting.
Do you want to know something? You want to know what level I am on Spider Solitaire?
What?
69.
Oh, nice. So you're done.
Nice. I'm done.
Hey,
I quit.
you gotta stop the
I'm
game.
tired. I got to get all the other card games up to 69.
That's right. I'm liking Free Cell. I think I'm done with Pyramid. I think I'm.
I don't like Klondike. Oh yeah, it's old news. Like I'm done with that. It's Spider and Free Cell.
I gotta play Spider. I don't think I know how to play Spider. I'm scared of new things.
You can do it. It'll be fun.
Solitaire.
It's easier than Free Cell. Free Cell's hard.
Free Cell can be hard. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So we managed to get Free Cell in there. So yeah, share in the Discord. So do we have anybody because we had a couple screenshots going into the Discord of some of those 8-packs. I don't know if you have those loaded up or if we want to do that, but I've hit the 8-pack more in the last couple of months than really probably ever before. And again, because I don't like doing things just for the sake of, I don't have to go out of my way for these points that like individually these points are not really worth all that much. But if I'm going to be like putting them to good use, if I'm going to get a gift card or put it for Game Pass, like some people are never paying for Game Pass somehow because you can just collect these points for this. I'm not so great of just collecting the points for the point's sake. But if I'm playing games that I'm playing anyways and I'm enjoying, I'm all about it. Then yeah, get the points.
Yeah, I play a bunch of different games and I try a lot of things that come to Game Pass.
Yeah, you do that anyways.
Like it just happens. Like I don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. We had Star, who was in there with Dordogne.
Oh, nice.
Firewatch, Chance of Sonar,
Okay.
Mythwrecked,
Oh, I don't know
Arcade
what that game
Paradise.
is.
Fully's been talking about Mythwrecked. What is it? Ambrosia Island, I think is the subtitle
Okay.
on that one. Yeah. Go listen to Fulia. Who else do we have here? Toxic, who's playing some South of Midnight and some
Nice.
Oblivion and Expedition 33.
That's crazy.
If nothing else, like you'll find other games to try.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
you got people coming and saying that some of the games on their list are from their kids, but I don't know. I don't know
Oh, that was me. I had 3 Minecraft show up. I had Minecraft on PC, Minecraft on Xbox, and Minecraft Launcher were 3 of my Apex last month. Yeah.
There was a time when I did a achievement contest, and I may have had Minecraft on console, PC, and mobile, because you can load up a specific world and just run around and do all of the things for the achievements real quick.
Oh my gosh.
We got other people. We got OldMrFrump played Crime Scene Cleaner.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Get some.
Of course you did. We get them.
Yeah, we got him.
Indiana Jones is out here. Brotato from Tim Paullin.
Oh, Brotato rules.
So many good Game Pass games, guys.
This is the best way. This is the best. I've been trying toying with this. How do we crack this nut, Mitch? How do we do this? Because I always talk about, like, the only games we ever talk about on Game Pass are the announcements when they say these games are coming, and I've always wanted to, like, figure out how do we celebrate the games that are in Game Pass that maybe aren't the latest and greatest. But yeah, this is pretty good. And shout out to freaking Brotato. That game rules.
Another fabulous game.
Yeah, it's weird because, like I said, it's like those drops that have happened, right? We see them, and sometimes we just go like, it's all right.
100%.
But it's weird that, like, all of a sudden, it seems like sneakily all these games are just getting added. They're just like, oh wait, Blueprints is Game of the Year contender. What? Oh wait, Crime Scene Cleaner's awesome like that. Like, it's just weird how all of a sudden
GUI contender.
Like that.
100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just kind of strange that,
here's
like,
where
out of nowhere, they just happen.
I'll call something out. The icon for Blueprints has no words.
Oh,
it's just blue stuff.
Door or whatever that is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not great. Because I was looking, I'm like, what is that? I was like, oh yeah, it's blue and everybody's playing it. That's got to be Blueprints.
Oh, that's so funny. Because that reminds me when the Switch first came out and people made a big deal over the artwork or the little tiles and stuff. That was a major bone of contention for a lot of people for a lot of games.
Put the names on it, people.
Yeah, put the names on it. You're so big, you don't even need to put your name on it. Come on now.
Yep. We got some people in the Call of Duties.
Oh, yeah.
Avowed still. People still working their way through Avowed. Love to see it.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, you know what was on mine? Halo Spartan Assault.
Oh, there it was. Yep.
Yeah,
Mitch loves
like
that. Don't just shake your head on an audio podcast.
Watch me. I'll shake my head. I'll shake my head so loud they'll hear it.
Oh,
look, it's all in the name of achievements. I helped a friend cross the finish line to getting all achievements in all Halo games.
That's great. Nice. Well, also, speaking of Halo, shout out to our one and only Seth Sturgill, part of All In. They did a Bit Harmony podcast, which is a video game music podcast. And the one of them coming up is, if it's not out already, is Halo 1? Or I think they did Halo 2. I think they did Halo 2. So go listen to that if you like. It's good stuff.
Excellent.
All right.
How about, before we leave, let's bring at least one person into the carpool with us.
Oh, yeah, that.
It would be rude if we didn't.
It would be.
Quaggy writes in, "It is I, the Quaggy, king of the Xenobabes. Mitch discussing Warzone has me wanting to give it a try. However, I haven't played COD since COD 4. Will I be at a disadvantage by not being able to transfer guns from Black Ops 6, as I'll have to play Warzone with stock weapons?" Mitch, I feel like you are uniquely qualified to answer this question.
It seems like a very targeted question towards me. Okay. You haven't played since Call of Duty 4? Modern Warfare 4?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's what I will say. If you're playing Black Ops, though, Black Ops guns do transfer.
No, he's saying he doesn't have any of those.
So. He doesn't have any of those, yeah. I will tell you, with Verdansk, the ground loot in Verdansk is actually not awful. Okay? It's actually not bad. There's some guns that are on the ground that are actually really good. The only thing I will tell you is, unfortunately, COD's worst problem is the people that put in the time or money have the better guns. Now, they can still suck with those guns. So it doesn't matter if they have the guns. They can still suck and you can still be better than them. Not to mention, once you kill somebody that has custom guns, just go pick up their stuff. Because that's the best part. Just go pick up their stuff. There's plenty of times where because I still haven't put in the hours as much as like Buzz or Dame or any of my friends. And like they have crazy builds. And I'm just like, dude, I don't have that. But watch me kill somebody and I'm like, oh, hey, there's the gun Buzz is talking about. Thank you. And the good thing is, once you pick it up off the ground, you start to gain experience for that gun. So you will get the gun better by using those guns, even ground loot and stuff like that. They run a ton of double XP weekends. So like if you just play on the weekends, you can level up your guns really quick. There are ways of like doing some different game modes to get your guns leveled up quicker, but the ground loot itself isn't awful. I will say that there are plenty of versions of Warzone where ground guns suck and there's no reason to have them other than to help survive long enough to get your loadout. But everything about this Call of Duty that they're doing with the going back to Verdansk and like the ground loot they have and stuff like that, it's really good. Movement is going to throw you the hell off because Black
pretty
Ops
different.
6 movement is wild. Lots of crazy things I've seen people do with the movement alone just to like completely ruin people's aim and ruin people's like vision of where you're at. So that might get there. But also too, I will tell you, if you're just starting the game, the best part that they did with this season is there is a version of the Battle Royale that has like half bots, half real people. So
That sounds good.
you
So I
can
can get killed
jump
by
into
bots.
that
Awesome.
or have, come on. To be clear, that's every game of Fortnite. Just want to say that right there.
Oh,
Every game of Fortnite has bots in it.
That's
So,
why
like,
I
if
do
you
well
wanna-
in Fortnite.
So Quaggy will do well in COD. We're fine. But like I said, it's a way for you to kind of get introduced in the game, not to be completely killed by sweats immediately. But also too, for the most part, if you haven't played, you're also going to be pretty good as far as your skill-based matchmaking. You're not going to get paired up with all these pros and all this crazy stuff happening. So
Or bros. No pros or bros. I want
none
neither.
of those.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the biggest thing I'll say though is also it's free. Let's go play it. Like it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. We say the same thing about Game Pass games all the time.
Yeah,
Hey,
free
it's a
with
free
paid
download.
subscription.
Yep.
Just like
Yep.
except for-
patreon.com/carpool gaming.
Exactly. Exactly.
I have two things for you, Mitch. Number one, when there is a double XP weekend, we need to be like loud about it. And maybe I missed you talking about it before, but I would love to know when the next one is. It's sort of like when Tetris 99 has like a weekend. Like I don't play Tetris 99 on the daily, but I love when they throw the events or when Splatoon used to do their things. I'd love to like just be reminded that maybe I'm not going to play all the time, but I could do some double XP. That's enough to get me going to check that out. The second thing that I wanted to talk to Bowz about is imagine the crossover of the century. This is what we need. This is why I need to get into programming. I need to make it on my own because they'll never make it, and they're robbing us of the best crossover that could possibly happen. Mitch talking about killing all these people with his guns and leaving dead bodies everywhere. Well, Bowz and I want to come in afterwards. We want to clean up that crime scene. We want to clean up those dead bodies. We want to put them in the back of our truck and, tidy up that bloody mess. I want that.
They
Call
add
of Duty.
Verdansk as a map in Crime Scene Cleaner. They're just like, good Lord, what happened to Stadium?
Yep.
Oh my God, clean it up for the next run.
After you win that battle royale, you guys get to celebrate, and then in come the janitors coming in to clean up this mess, man.
There's a van that just shows up. They're like, what the hell happened here?
Yes.
Downtown is a mess.
Not for long. The cleaners are here. We got our mops and our scrub daddies and detergent and pressure washers. We're all good, dude. That would be great.
It'd be so awesome.
But yeah, Quaggy, go play COD. It's really fun.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really is.
Thanks,
Like, I
Quaggy.
actually
Good
genuinely
question.
have a lot of fun. I genuinely do. I'm very happy. They've also talked about the half seasons, like halfway through the season, they always do something different. And they're basically just reliving the big season events that happened on Verdansk. So like
Nice.
trains are now there. The safes are there. You can unlock stuff now. Like there's cool stuff. And yeah, it's still really, really fun.
Well, I like that
But
very
let's
much.
be real. Star Wars is in Fortnite, so who needs COD?
Yeah, for real though, right? Like, why are we talking?
Facts.
They fully put in Star Wars into Fortnite. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are we
May the
playing that
4th
this
be with
weekend,
you.
please?
Yep.
Please. Is the season pass out? Like, is the
Yeah.
new season started?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it all Star
Today.
Wars related?
Yes.
Yeah.
You could be a Wookiee.
Oh man.
You can be a Wookiee.
You could be a Wookiee. Palpatine. Poe Dameron.
Palpatine's not a Wookiee. I'm just kidding.
For sure.
But it's got
If he just got all his fur burn off.
Oh, my gosh.
the dark side got rid of his. That's what all Wookiees look like under fur. Palpatine. Y'all heard
I
it here
want
first.
Ewoks. I want there to be an Ewok mode. Like everybody's an Ewok.
Oh,
you just
yeah.
have a bunch.
That's kind of Lego mode, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that would be great. I like it. All right, Bowser. Do we have anything else? Do we have anything else on the show today?
Nope.
Grand Theft Auto got delayed till next year, so now the thumbnail isn't clickbait.
I'm excited because when it comes time for Summer Game Fest, we're actually going to get release dates for everything
I'm with
coming
you.
out the
That's
rest of
the
the
best
year.
take.
Yes.
That's the best news we could have gotten. They are
Yeah.
done.
I'm convinced release dates are going to happen Monday. Like, I'm so
Oh, yeah, it
convinced
could be
starting
sooner,
but,
Monday,
like,
just people are
there'll
going to be like,
Mhm.
I
Here
think
you
there
go,
will
here
be
you
a
go,
lot
here
of
you go.
stuff over Summer Game Fest that if GTA 6 did not have a date still, was still fall 2025, that they would not have put dates on.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And now
No
they
doubt.
can. And that makes me very happy.
That's great.
Although I am sad GTA got delayed. Also, shout out to a May release date.
Yeah.
I'm actually stoked. So much stuff doesn't come out in the summertime. And they're just like, you know what? We're just going to let you guys play this without having to worry about holiday and
I mean,
all that
it
stuff
might be
that happens.
next
But-
year by the time it actually comes
That's
out.
true. That's true.
100%. Yeah.
But also,
But I'm not upset by a May release date.
if they continue the trend of having Summer Games Fest early June, I would move it. I would, like, if I was Jeff Keighley right now, I would move it a few weeks. You think people
Yeah.
are gonna watch the Summer Games Fest over playing GTA 6
Yeah, it will.
the weekend?
Summer
after?
Games
of all,
Fest is the first week of
Bowser,
May
you
now.
might be the only person.
If I play GTA 6, you can probably beat it by the time the Summer Game Fest happens. So
It's so crazy. GTA 6 is so big it got out of its own way. It's crazy, man. It's just like when I saw the announcement that it got delayed, I just saw, you guys should understand how I read things, and it's totally backwards and crazy. I skim like nuts because I just saw the first thing I saw. I didn't see delay, didn't see anything. I just saw May 26th, and I thought, hell yeah, that rules. They're gonna make this come out in like 3 weeks. That's incredible. Like, that's basically like as much of a shadow drop as they can do. Obviously next year, but I had high hopes.
yeah, I was one of the people speculating that Borderlands 4 moving closer was perhaps related to
Guessing.
a GTA 6 thing because they're both under Take-Two. Apparently not. Apparently they just want to put it out there, and I'm happy for it. I'll play it as soon as it comes out. So
Yeah.
I think like that was a very good take, by the way, because it's literally, they were like, what if Borderlands like, we're coming out this day, and Rockstar's like, yo, we got that day, and they're like, never mind,
JK.
get y'all working 2 weeks earlier. Sorry.
Though I did like Devolver Digital put out a post today saying that they're going to release something on May 26th.
Hell
Can't
yeah.
have it sell 2 copies. Can't wait.
Oh, people will buy it. Whatever it is. It's
Oh,
all
yeah,
about
yeah.
the meme, right? We got it.
I also, anybody who's mad about the delay, there's that quote: a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Just remember that.
Oh, I think that's the actual quote. It's
That is the
famously
quote.
been
I just read it. I just literally read it right
bastardized
here.
for years at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But no, like I'm not going to say the game's going to be perfect because I don't want to hype it up too much. But honestly, if Rockstar says we need more time, Rockstar knows what they're doing. So I'll just let them take more time.
Yeah. We could have another Xbox by then, you guys. We could have the next gen of Xbox.
That's actually could be a thing, which is wild. And yeah,
I look
That's why,
forward to
why
it.
they delayed it, because the new Xbox doesn't come out until April.
Holiday.
What do you
Give
think?
it to us, Phil Spencer. Come on now.
is that also why they
Do it,
raised
you
the price of all
coward.
the Xboxes? I'm
What?
just kidding. What?
What? Nice.
Hey,
Okay, we did the
Claire
thumbnail thing.
Obscure is only $50.
Just play
Very
that.
True.
Play
Yeah.
that.
Play that. Fee is pointing aggressively, saying "play that." She's not saying it with her
I wanna
words,
go to
or
bed.
she's saying it with her
Souls.
eyes and her intent. She's
Yeah.
like,
Play it.
Okay.
Play it.
Feed, we have anything else? Is that it?
That is it, my friend.
Bowser, is that it? We're good?
That's it. That's
I'm
all of it.
I'm about to roll up the end of the show, but before we do, and before we thank all of our patrons over at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, Fee, please tell the people where they can find you on the internet.
You guys can find me everywhere at Zeranics, but I would like to shout out CBG Days this weekend, guys.
Let's
I
go.
know we're going to talk about it. I'm so freaking excited. Guys, you're not prepared. You are not prepared for
I'm
the
not
next 2
prepared.
days. You are not
I
prepared.
barely know what's
Why?
happening.
Exactly. But you know what? That's all the more like exciting. Like, it's going to be a really exciting time. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff going on. We're going to do a bunch of fun things. You guys aren't prepared, and I will finally be able to sleep after the weekend. So I'm really excited for everything going on, and then potentially maybe sleeping at some point. Who
Just been
knows?
pumping her full of uppers for weeks.
Yep.
she's gonna come on screen chugging 2 monsters and having 5 other energy drinks, going, "I'm with it.
I'm with it.
I'm with it. Let's
That's it.
go."
Without warning, I'm going to say I'm with it.
I love it.
Please do that.
Anything else, Fee?
No, not right now, Sean. I appreciate
All right.
it.
Mitch, tell the people where they can find you on the internet, my dude.
You can find me everywhere at MitchPower1116. A couple different things. I will be streaming my normal games before CPG stuff, but I'm super excited to play more Lockdown Protocol with the hosts. The other thing I want to shout out, I appreciate all the kind things that you guys have said about the video I made for Carpool. It took me a while and it sucked to get the flow of editing that down, but I'm very happy that everybody liked it. And I definitely want to do literally another video just like that because this sounds bad. I have watched that video back multiple times because I just laugh so hard at all the craziness that's happening in there. And like, I just want to make another video like that again, even though it killed me. But now I know how to do it, and now it won't kill me next time. So yeah, just go watch that on Carpool, and then also go watch me everywhere. Mitch Power 1116.
I'm kicking myself for a video of yours. You can see me reacting as Mitch is talking about this. As I was putting together the show notes, I've got my shout outs and I wanted to do Yarden, I wanted to do Rybo, I wanted to do CBG Days. And I'm like, there's a third thing. And it was you, and it was for that video because that video rules, man. It's so damn, not only is it funny and everybody who watches it will have a great time and we appreciate all the likes and the comments and the algorithms. It's a time capsule for everybody who was there to look back on in a year's time, in 5 years time, in 10 years time on just how much fun everybody had together, man. So thank you for capturing that. Like, it's actually quite meaningful. So thank you for doing that. All right, Bowza, tell everybody where they can find you on the internet.
You can find me all weekend at twitch.tv/carpoolgaminglive. And outside of that, you can find me at Bowza13 on the old Xbox, and I'm probably playing something on Game Pass and filling out my 8-pack.
Damn. I'm going to fill out my 8-pack too. Like my gut.
We don't do 6-packs around here.
Yeah, we're doing 8-packs. That's right. Oh, man. As for me, you can find me on Blue Sky, CPG Sean. You can follow Carpool Gaming at Blue Sky. And welcome to the 1,000+ new people who are following us over there because we got added to a list and that's been crazy over there. Eventually we'll fix our Discord link and welcome new people into the Discord. We might go ahead and do that pretty soon here as well. I stream very often, mostly during the days. It looks like we'll do lunchtime streams, Mondays and Fridays, I would say, is when you can count on it, when it's not right before CPG days. Twitch.tv/carpoolgaminglive. Go to the notes. Guys, you listen to the podcast, just click over. Just swipe to the thing and go to the notes, click on the links and support all the stuff. That's all you got to do. We've made it so easy for you. Every single week we put it there. So just click it. And that'd be great. Okay. Before we end the show, I would be remiss if I just clicked end and was like, oh, dang, I gotta thank all these people who make all this stuff possible. The wonderful people over at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. There are damn near, or maybe 100 of you, maybe more. It's insane. I cannot believe that we have that kind of support. And I want to say a special thank you to our ultimate producers, Jonathan Brown, who does the music for this show and the PlayStation Drive. And you can go listen to him over at linktree/pme.jib and be just like me and listen to that there, PME. And also to TechMike, who says, whether you are Kevesi or Agnian, you are a Xenobabe at heart. Our platinum producers, Smokin Joe, The Captain, Tim Paullin, and Toxic. And our gold members, Adam K, Anna, Awesome Dave 1337, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Yon32, Liger Woods 330, Mr. Giggles, OldMrFrump, Patrice Mallette, Peje EP, and Stephen Keller. Thank you all for your support at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. You guys, this weekend, CPG Days, it's going to be nuts. We're going to give you all the reasons to support us over there, so go check us out. We've got some exciting stuff. That brings us to the end of episode 385 of the Xbox Drive. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you all next week. Mitch, go ahead and say bye to the people.
Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.